Hello, hopefully this is working. Let me double check this and check that the Discord audio is working. Do you mind saying something to check the Discord audio? It is not working. Let me check that, and we'll also find out if the chat is correctly working. Give me a second. Just want to make sure the chat transferred over successfully. Boop. Cool. Got that. Then.
Hello, chat. Yeah, it works. So.
Close out of my funny little game that I was playing and instead switch over to the tournament. Where is... Oh shoot, I closed out of the tab I had for the turn. Hold on. We'll be back up in just a second as soon as I get this set up. There we go. So, check in on our games. Let me... Make sure it's all working. Everyone... Did the chat transfer over correctly? Hopefully. Yep, okay. Everything's good. All right. Hello, welcome back to the final few rounds of the tournament. We have entered the...
Yeah, and you hear me? She was saying, wasn't...
Yes, I have...
confirming you hear me well?
I have fixed that, do not worry. So we have the final few games going. It should be basically the end. I will get those pulled up here, but first let's take a look at who is still in the tournament, actually. So... Yeah. So note the currently still in the tournament. If we take a look at our bracket, it's going to be Athletici and Sumpernus and Santa and Mags. We'll probably take a look at the Athletici game because we haven't seen the PD deck yet. Good luck to Santa on Nuvum and Hexton on Mags. I'm definitely not biased for Nuvum, my favorite identity. The winner of these two games will play against each other, and then the winner of that will go back up against Metrics Go. Chonky Seal with Asa making it into the top cut, making it to the top. The current leaders of the winner side being an Asa deck. Fascinating. All right, let's try and get into one of these decks Let's try and get into one of these games right away, if they are here. Games do not look like they're up yet. Oh, or my account is having trouble. Are the games made? Can you check if the games are made?
They are not yet.
Okay, cool. Oh. Boah. All right. So yeah, once the games are up, we're going to be probably trying to watch the Athlesi Sumpernus games. Really interesting games here. I'm sad Vilgem's not got knocked out because I really loved that R plus deck. Really, really cool to see. I love seeing someone do something interesting. And Nilo Agent, what a cool card to actually see get played. The game you just saw was just a Mags op game. I was sort of watching it. Any interesting thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I think was really Max was really holding the weight for Belgiums throughout the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's we haven't we haven't found yet the R plus deck. I think people will keep looking to it, and I think maybe at Worlds we'll beat something that will be holding more his ground against the runners.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, the R plus deck was very powerful. Like, getting to the top cut is something, and it was doing really interesting stuff. Definitely a bold deck. With decks like that, there's always an amount of, was this just winning because it was getting lucky? But it seemed like it was doing something really special. Let me double check everything is working correctly.
I think
Right.
game 25 is up.
Are the games up? Game 25 is up, and that was the one we were interested in, so let's go take a look at that. Right, game has not started yet. It'll probably be a bit. You don't have to spam pros right now. Matrix Go isn't playing.
This PD list, because
Yeah.
I think many people has gone away from combo PD after the RLC ban.
I kind of assumed that combo PD was not going to survive. I kind of hoped combo PD was not going to survive personally, but it's still here. We'll see what it does.
Yeah.
And what time do you have to go again?
In like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half.
Okay, let me check in if Leo wants to take over at some point. Whoa. From you.
At least he has been playing this this list since before the ban list.
Yep.
And I think from combo PD variant is maybe the one that was touched less by the RLC ban.
Yeah, let's take a look at these decks. So, looking at the deck list themselves, on the Atlisi side, yeah, it's interesting because it didn't get touched by the big ban. On 3 Synchro Cyclotrons, 3 Wage Workers, all important to this, 2 Regoliths, not much ice, just Ablative Barrier, Drafter, Scatterfield, Fly Swatter, 1 Tree Line. Why is there a Tree Line? Huh. I don't know. I guess Tree Line's only 1 influence. Anyways, Corporate Hospitality, 3 fully operational, that's the key. 1 nano management, 3 top downs. Lots of stuff you can do here. We'll see if the combo gets pulled off, and if we do, we'll see it fire. Notably, no, this isn't a deck that is planning on doing anything with the kill from the... What's it called? The
Neurospike.
Neurospike kill, and it doesn't have the tool that got banned. Didn't, obviously, because that's banned, but... So we'll see exactly what this deck can potentially do.
They think this deck was always not trying to make like 9 points in a turn or killing, but more like scoring first 3 points normally, and then
scoring very
6
fast
in another turn.
It's an interesting thing because I'm not sure exactly how it's planning on doing that with so little ice, but you can do a lot with, like, I mean, Flood is just a really, really powerful card. It's very, very cool. So yeah. Real quick.
Again, I think that the big difference of this deck also is like the corporate hospitality. Like one of the big includes from Atlisi.
Yeah, it's definitely a... Corporate hospitality is interesting. Corporate hospitality being, of course, gain 6 credits, draw 2 cards, add 1 card from Archives to HQ. It's powerful. And it is a double, which also does combo with your Syncyclotron. Alright, immediately using the Pinhole to trash the Regolith. That is one thing that'll be interesting about this. One thing that'll be interesting about this deck is that this deck does have a lot of trashables, which might help the loot. There's a lot of things that you want to get rid of and a lot of ways to get rid of them. Right, already going fast, playing a planogram, getting money back. Planogram, just one of the best ways to get money in this in the format, I think. Oh. Moving up. Putting down Gourmand and Gachapon. The Gourmand, I mean, I assume here you just really, really want to hit a Flood, I presume. That would be devastating. And with HQ and RD opening, you have a good chance to actually hit those. PD, obviously...
Wage workers. We are going for a triple install.
Oh, wow. Here we
Quadruple.
go. 2. Oh, and then final action, a draw. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that this deck is really reliant on the fact that the runner cannot keep up all the trashing.
Fine, going for the Gachapon here. Now, it's an interesting thing here. You could get Twinning to try and just help you win faster, or you can get Audrey because you're going to be doing so much trashing that this will let you get into any server. There's also an argument here where Flood the Market only works if there's enough ice on the board. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't make the browser full screen. Wrong button. Thank you.
I think
Flood the Market
is really huge here.
Yeah, Flood the Market only works if you actually have ice on the board, so if you can trash it with stuff like Chisel Charm, that can help a lot too. But you just don't have the time to play these cards, so getting stuff out is really important. Kind of surprised we didn't see Twinning just to try and win before the Corp can combo out, but Audrey is also so important.
I think the runner really needs to start to deal with the ice, and looking at the list now, basically he can deal with any ice. The only ice that can work as a Audrey hate is one Flies Water.
Yeah, which is going to be very important.
I think it's very good.
Finding powers that be, choosing not to trash it, finding a Scatterfield. Ooh, Scatterfield is rough because that's going to cost 2 cards from hand. There's the Corporate Hospitality, adding the Wage Workers back to HQ and immediately going to be able to reinstall it. Ooh, and getting a top down. That's such a play right there. You made money, you drew cards, you installed your cards back in, and you got an archived memories bit, basically. So hard to contest stuff like that. And the Audrey, even though the Audrey can get through that ice, you're going to have to do it twice. The Lou has to be really, really happy to have started with the Narwhal here, though, because that's just so important to be able to actually trash all the stuff you need to trash. Having a credit every turn for that is so important.
Yeah, I think Lou is particularly good dealing with assets, but I think PD will try to really be so taxing that even Lou cannot keep up.
Yeah,
with all the trash.
You're already having trouble keeping up, and that's with 2 drip economies on the board and a solidarity badge. Like, a bunch of the stuff that you would use for having the money for trashing stuff is already here. Drawing up, not what you want to be doing against this deck. There's a Gourmand, that helps a lot. Alright, looks like we're getting the Wage Workers again. Presuming this is the Wage Workers. Either way, good to trash stuff behind ice. Getting rid of a Strike Fund and... was that another Gourmand? No, trash like a Strike Fund and a Cookbook. Cookbook making an amount of sense. You're not going to be really using it for much this round. Did some mull. Let me check if either player...
I think for Lou here is that
Sump
he's also
did mull, yes.
Crew Charm.
Yeah, Crew Charm can also definitely help against this. Like, okay. There we go. Fully operational. Corp has tons of money. Corp has tons of cards. It's bad. You have to be contesting stuff here. Like, you're almost certainly going to want to run on server 1 and server 3 to trash what's in them. Or even server 2. It's not as good because you're giving the Corp back cards because they're just going to activate the Spin Doctor, but still, you got to get rid of that stuff so the big combo pieces can't fire. Alright, here we go. Seeing a new ice. No res. Finding powers that be. Pretty expensive to trash, but we're gonna do it. Draws you a card, gets you a credit. We could go for whatever's in server 1, but presuming it's a wage workers, that's gonna be just a lot of money, and we don't have the credits for that. Playing a buffer drive with... Huh. Spends the paladin credits, but I'm curious why you want to play buffer drive here. Like, what are you going to do with it? Heck, you just discarded a... Okay, discarding... Devil Charm's interesting, because I kind of assumed we would see a... Crew Charm here. Oh, here we go. All right.
Cyclotron.
Sync Cyclotron. The first double operation you play each turn costs 1 less click to play. This has turned Corporate Hospitality from a 2-click that gains you 2 credits, 2 cards, and is an archived memories, to just an archived memories that gains you 2 credits and draws you 2 cards. That's really good. All right, another server, another card.
I'd assume that maybe the server 3 is an ablative.
Yeah.
Like, normally you don't want to rest it before getting to threat.
Mm-hmm. I'm not entirely sure what the buffer drive was for. I guess it could be for Audrey, for, if we go through the stack fast enough, we could start doing funny shenanigans with Audrey and, strike funds, but we'll see. Alright, heading in for the wage workers, presumably. Throwing away...
For the Cyclotron.
Oh, for the Cyclotron. Throwing away a Simulchip and a Steel Skin. Simulchip, interesting. I mean, Simulchip could get you back a... could potentially get you back a Gourmand at some point, which is really valuable. But instead, we're going to put down a Cookbook and then a Fermenter. Fermenter is lots of money. However, we are at a place where the Corp can score out here. 1 card in server 1, 1 card in server 3. Well, you would need a Synchro Cyclotron, actually. Yeah, but could be done. I think. Actually, I'm not sure. Corp wants to undo an install. Not an issue. Like, haven't given away any information.
Yeah, we haven't seen yet fully up.
Installing something in a new remote, getting another click, playing a fully operational. There it is. This will presumably just give you tons and tons of money. That's 4 times, so that's going to be 8. Fully operational. It's just so good. That's...
With 4 cards and 6
4
credits.
cards and 6 credits, and it costs 1. Oh. It's so hard to beat that kind of tempo. Serpentis is going to have 6 credits off of a Fermenter, which feels good, but it's rough. See where this goes. Runner does not have the twinning, so does not have a... was checking to see if there was a Mavirus or something. There's twinning. There's Simulchip. Okay, so you can use Simulchip now to get back a Gourmand, which you can then use to trash this Wage Workers, which is going to be pretty valuable. Tree line hurts. Tree line, yeah, I get why there's a tree line. There's no such thing as Solitaire in Netrunner. Tree line is something you're going to have to spend 2 different cards on if you want to get through. Strike Fund feels good. More money. And putting it on the bottom of the stack, which I presume is why the buffer drive is there, just to keep putting that there, but I'm not sure. Maybe there's a card that you really need on top. Getting the Gourmand,
and we are
using the Gourmand.
Chipping the Gourmand.
Drawing you a bunch of cards. Unfortunately, there is still... This is still a point where you can get score a 5-3 from hand, if one of those is Sync Cyclotron or you have one in hand, you can score a 5-3 in hand with a window, I believe. We'll see what's on the board.
Yeah, but at least he's a bit low on credits for that.
Using the Spin Doctor here, so presumably not planning on scoring, not immediately going to score out. It is notable.
Putting back a fully up and a top down.
Yep. Sempronius has not even tried to contest Centrals here. Just completely ignoring them. R&D is already down to 11 cards, and we're just not even paying attention to it. Entirely going for trying to compete with other stuff. Now that we have the twinning, maybe we'll finally start seeing that. But just pushing on these servers. That's 3 servers. And then fully operational to get... Wow!
So many credits.
That's 12 credits for one. That is an 11 credit operation. That's... Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Sempronius has to know what's coming here. This is where you're going to lose a bunch of stuff. This is where you're going to lose tons of points.
Yeah, and you need to think which servers to contest. I'd assume
Now you
will
have
contest some servers, but
you have Audrey, you have Fencer, you have Twinning, which can let you see 3 cards from stuff. Okay, Chisel Charm is not the worst idea because it does take down an ice potentially. However, there is one big thing here. There's
it's
one
blowing up a whole server, like ice and probably the thing that is installed there.
Yeah, but the issue here is Chisel Charm doesn't work if you don't... Finding a Sync Cyclotron, that's really big. That's important. But, yeah, you can't use Chisel Charm if the Corp doesn't res a piece of ice. And you see here, the Corp did not choose to res, and thus the Chisel is just going to sit there, and the ice is going to stay. And this is a deck where getting rid of the ice actually matters a lot. That could be real rough here. Let's see what happens. All right. There's the card. Powers that be. There's another Sync Cyclotron. There it was.
It's like a score.
Flood the market.
Yeah.
Scoring out. Getting a click back. Yep. Using powers that be. Putting another card in there. Flood the market.
Another one.
Scoring again. Can we score a third one? I think that's it, but... Wow. Rising a Drafter. Yeah, that's the issue.
And I think now we are like threatening like
literally anything
that you let on the table this game.
You have way too many ways to score. I really think you needed to try and get rid of some of that ice. And unfortunately, the lack of a res really hurt you. Alright, let's see. So going to run HQ, presumably can see 3 cards in hand. Finding a Flood the Market, a Scatter Field, and a fully operational. Oh, that hurts. This is what the deck is meant to do. Running on here again. You can't even trigger Lou, because Lou has trashed the card you're accessing and you don't have a Gourmand or anything. It's the issue with this sort of a diet. You can trigger it off that Wage Workers, but it's not enough. Going to go trash the other Sync Cyclotron. I don't know that it matters. Like there's plenty of ways to just score out in this deck that don't need that. You might be able to hold them off for 1 turn if you're lucky here, but like we saw the fully op.
I think it's important because the click is very important for the last score.
True.
I mean, he cannot install Flood if he has not, and if he has to res again a Cyclotron, he's a bit low on credits for that. But he's buying like, I don't know, a turn or something.
Activating another spin. See where this goes.
Fully up. Yeah.
Yep, there's fully out. Top-down solutions.
Another top down.
Mm-hmm.
Probably installing two and again. Maybe a third thing to install and again flood.
We'll see. There's so many good options here. You can even just install agendas on the board and not worry about them. Like, what's the runner gonna do? 0 credits.
He can
Oof.
still go through with Audrey. But I mean, if they are trashables, we are short on money for that.
I gotta say, well played by Athlesi by putting both Sing Cyclotrons behind unresed ice, thus making sure you couldn't get Chisel Charm to get rid of them. They're so key to your deck, and thus you could make sure that that wasn't a possibility. Alright, 2 cards down.
I guess we install still a fifth thing and go for a big fully up.
Yeah.
Oh, we are putting back something still.
Shuffling 2 Sing Cyclotrons back in,
Cyclotrons.
and then another top down, probably just trying to completely rebuild here. You are down pretty low on credits, but all it takes is 1 fully op to solve that. And I presume there's one already in hand. Ice protecting HQ and R&D.
Ice protecting centrals, yeah.
Huh. And there's the fully op. Okay, just using it to get H credits. I mean, it makes sense. The only way you're losing right now is by losing 3 off of R&D or HQ. But that's even assuming that the agendas are there. Like, Server 5 and Server 6 could just be agendas. You could have just put them there and known that the runner wouldn't run them. You've created a situation where the runner has to randomly choose a server and hope that's the right one. And how would you even know? Twinning only gets 1 fire.
Yeah. The runner really needs to think where he will spend those counters, those twinning counters. It's really interesting game.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. Like, I tend to dislike this deck, but there are ways to counterplay into it, especially if you have Ice Destruction, and it's just been so tight. It's just a deck where you can't ever play a single card off tempo because you'll just get immediately stormed out by the corp. Top Down Solutions is such a good card. Let me show Top Down Solutions on screen. Yeah, but I don't think you need them.
There is 2 cost per hospitality down, so we are getting out of recursion here.
Alright. Going to trash this piece of ice. Going to go for it. Yeah. Finding a melees. Okay, that's I think you lose the game off that. But I'm not sure. I think that the corp could still score out here, but I'm genuinely not sure. Let's see where this goes. Discarding 2 Botulus. Can the corp instantly win here with 4 iced servers, 2 cards in them, 1 unknown? Let's see. Wage workers.
We are installing 4 things.
Installing a bunch of stuff. That won't save you. And especially here, the other thing that's interesting here is the installs here. You do get another turn, and you have a point now. So if you find, say, a send the message and melees, that's good enough. In fact, with 2 melees scored, that means you can't find 2 melees, so you're only going to have to spend 1 click. You only need to have 1 click saved to try and find an agenda. Lou has a chance here. You've got the 4 counters on Audrey. That's plenty to get in basically anywhere. The real danger is the Fly Swatter. Alright, here we go.
It's true, we haven't seen the one of...
We don't know where it is. On any of these servers could immediately lose you the game if you're Lou right now. If you run into it, You can't get in. You're done. You're just dead. We have seen in the heat there's one simul chip, and how many simul chips is the deck running? The deck is running 3. So presumably, if you put down another simul chip, I can do it. Yeah, I'll zoom out of it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
My guess for Flies Water will be one of the centrals.
Yeah, that
Like,
would make a lot of sense. There's only 5 cards left in R&D, so no matter where you go, like, there's just so many places an agenda could be.
so Bernie's saying that he wants to
Yeah, I zoomed out. Don't worry.
offer try before.
I want to use
Another
buffer drive
try.
before I do. Okay, using buffer drive here, putting strike fund on the top of the stack. Interesting.
Okay.
Drawing the
Yeah,
strike fund immediately.
that suggests he might go for either the wage workers or the wage workers.
All right, we're going for the wage workers. We have the credits to do this. Breaking this with
Cards.
yeah. I'm
And
curious.
that will get another twinning counter. So we are on 3. We can try
Yeah.
to sweep both centrals.
What's your plan for? I wonder if we'll see, instead of sweeping centrals, just running on server 6 and server 7.
I'm not sure we have the credits to trash things. Unless we think there is agenda there.
That's the thing is, yeah, I don't know.
But if we
it's
also
so
think that
tight.
Flies Water is on one of the centrals, that might be a problem.
Yeah.
Also, we haven't seen ablative.
Gachapon down. Okay, so you now only have 1 click, so we cannot win the game this turn if we see the other melees. Getting... Oh, wow! Another Gourmand! Gourmand really good here. You can potentially trash what's in server 6 and server 7, at least one of them. And that could keep the Corp off scoring another turn, I think? I'm not sure. There's so many ways for this deck to just instantly win by scoring out that I'm genuinely not sure. I think you have
some great Nate runner here.
Yeah, it's really incredible. Seeing, like, I when I saw the 6 points get scored in one turn, I was just like, okay, well, it's over. But seeing this get clawed back and be so careful. No.
He's really thinking every action here because every decision here matters.
Yeah, there's so many options. You could go for HQ to try and hit a combo piece because you can see 3 cards in hand. You could go for if you hit what's in server 6 or 7, if those are agendas, taking a credit. And then gonna go trash the... Huh. Okay. So... Going to trash this without using Gourmand, I presume?
Yeah. That's what I think.
I guess...
Okay.
Not entirely sure about that. Especially because I feel like you would want to take the credit afterwards, but after you see what you drew with Gourmand, but I'm not sure. All right, well, let's see if that's game. You're definitely not trashing that to try and definitely that seems like that was done solely because of, or mostly because of fear about the fly swatter. Because if you run into fly swatter on server 6 or 7, you instantly lose. But I wonder if you just have to gamble that out.
I'm not sure. At least he can really make a score in this turn. But I think at what moment he will need to start to table some agendas. If
4 cards
they are
left
not
in the deck.
agendas on server 6 and 7.
No Nightmare Archives, nothing like that. And not something you would put in a deck. Well, actually, no, it can be fun in this sort of a deck. All right, will it happen? Let's see. Install, draw. Nope.
And draw.
You're safe for another turn. I will say one thing that really interests me here is that there is still simulchips waiting in the runner's area.
Yep.
And once you have a simulchip, you are then safe from fly swatter because
Yep.
you can just bounce the you can just bounce the you can bounce the fly swatter back and forth. All right. Heading in, trashing a strike fund, making more money. Finding a sync cyclotron, have to trash that. Don't have a choice. More twinning counters.
I think Zompernis at this point is trying just to be trashing. I mean, in one moment either you're
Oh,
super
wow.
flat.
Okay,
We are
going
blowing
for
up another server.
blowing up an ice. Interesting.
That's rough.
Finding a melees.
Oh.
Okay, so now because you trashed the ice there, if you didn't trash the ice, you wouldn't have been able to trash this, and presumably this might have been scored with a wall to wall. But now you need a top down, which a top down I think wins you the game because top down plus
Fully up. Okay.
hold up. Also, what would win you the game though, and I think this is what we're going to see is
Nano management. Okay, so we have it.
Nano management, wage workers. Install,
Third
get
wage
another click.
workers.
We now have a
Cyclotron.
final click. Synchro
Well,
Cyclotron.
game.
There's the
Whoa.
flood the market. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, such an ending with the final bit with just the seeing the melees there. Oh, really, really cool game. I still not a huge fan of the PD, but that was so close for the Atlisi, like so close. Lou really
think
playing
that
to
now
all
it's very
possible outs.
It's less
Um,
explosive that it was before, and makes such a great game with.
A literally perfect win. Yeah. Sempernis played very, very well. You have to be near perfect against this deck, and was almost perfect. Just moments away. Yeah, literally
Well
perfect.
played,
Zero cards in R&D, 0 credits. Exactly the amount you needed. Well done. Wow. All right.
And I think the other game is over.
Is the other game over already? Let's see. Yeah, the other game is also already over. So let's check the standings here. It looks like Santa won. So we will be seeing Santa
Unveiled.
against Atlisi in the next game. Not sure who's going to be the runner. We might end up seeing another PD deck. Yeah. All right, so yeah, we'll see that. We'll probably be going to that in just a second. We'll probably be going to that basically immediately. After this round, Gia, if you wanna, after this next round, if you wanna switch off for Leah, we can trade off there.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah.
And for now, I'm very excited to see the end of this tournament. I'm really curious who is going to end up corping here.
It's already paired. It's Novem into Lu. So it's Santa carping.
Why can't you deny Train's ability? That's part of what makes it interesting. All right. Also, as before, hey, if you're watching the stream, please check out Run Together. Run Together is very, very cool. It's a way to help people who can't afford it otherwise go to Worlds. And you get some cool alt arts, including some really, really great cards that are really awesome, and some really, really cool art of Stick and Poke that is not a very good card. Please put the Stick and Poke in your deck and show people how cool it is, and then go, oh wait, Stick and Poke is bad. I'm sorry for making fun of Stick and Poke. I was really excited for it, and then it turned out to be not very good.
And then you play it.
Yes. All right. We'll be going on a very, very short break. We're going on a very, very short break. Um, while the players take their own short break, giving them a 5-minute break between rounds, and then we will be back. So in about 6 minutes. In the meantime, don't go away. We will see you very, very soon. I hope you're enjoying the American Continentals. It's been a lot of really amazing games. I'm so glad I got to see that R plus deck run, and even though it is out of the tournament, for the first time, I'm like, I hope we see another R plus, because that was awesome. All right. Gio, you'll be back for next round, and then we should be gone for. Then we'll be. Then you'll be signing off to let Leah, take over for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we will see you in just a second. Be right back. Hello, and we're back. Game started early because both players are ready, so they should be starting just about now. It is time for the final. It's time for the semifinals of the lower bracket. I was actually correct. I wrote it for both rounds, but this is the round where it's actually correct to write that. We have. Let's take a look at these deck lists real quick. We have Santa on Nuvum. I'm not biased. I don't love Nuvum with everything in me. And we have Atlisi on Lou. So we are going to see Santa's Nuvum as opposed to the PD here. I'm not sure if that was someone made a choice. Let me just see if I can check the Discord to see if that was something one of the two players decided. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. Cool, so that was chosen for them. Curious how confident they are in their different builds. All right, first card. Zoom in a bit again. Immediately starting with a KPI. A great card out of Nuvum. Nuvum, you want as many operations as possible, and KPI feels great. You know what else feels great on the other side?
Okay.
That feels really good. Wow.
Professional players.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Both sides having great feelings here. Starting with a petty cash and a KPI is a great start if you're Nuvum, and starting with 2 gachapons and a Nuka is so good if you're any deck ever, but especially Lou. Alright, triggering the 1 gachapon.
Very important.
I see an Audrey. I see an Audrey. I see a Botulus, and I see a Chisel. Probably the Audrey, I'd presume. Yeah, definitely the Audrey, because you can start getting counters on that as soon as possible. Let me...
I think this start for Lou is really important because this matchup is normally very difficult for Lou. Like, and as soon as you can find your solutions to get into the remote, the better you can really keep up on the matchup.
You need this event. You need something that'll help you do that. You also really need money, and having a Gourmand out early is really important. Now, the most important thing I want to look for with this is what is there a... Do we have it? All right. Notably, there is no Fly Swatter and no Brain Shorting Out. What's the Virus Purge card? The one that Ob plays. Mavirus. No Mavirus. Neither one. In this deck. So the Nuvum has no way to purge. So viruses are safe unless they do it the slow way. That's going to be a really huge thing. We saw how much just the fear of a Fly Swatter affected the last game. So in this game, definitely knowing that that's not on the board means you can be a lot more bold. Now, there is still the chance of like losing something to an Event Horizon or something, but yeah.
I feel interesting that Santa went here for the 3-line advance. Like when it's not dressed, it's like kind of giving information that may have Ferris.
It's almost certainly a Ferris.
Really like a...
Putting a Botulus on a Ferris, like that's great.
Yeah, like a target for Botulus.
At the same time, it's just a pretty good thing to do a tree line.
Yeah, and you get 2 credits out of Nuvum.
Nuvum giving you money. I love Nuvum. Ferris, of course. It's big, it's hard to deal with, and with 3 Botulus counters, you get through it without any issue at all, unfortunately. No twinning on the board, so we're just accessing singles right now. Eventually, y'all will stop coming up with emojis for different players' names, but I guess it's not yet. Let's see. Still has a Gachapon on the board. That's really good, especially with that cookbook. But we are going to need to find a way to get some sort of counter on the Audrey, because don't have a way to get in yet.
4, and Santa is already in 21 credits.
That's so much money. That's Nuvum. I love Nuvum. Yeah. Atlisi not having a ton of stuff right now, but it just feels so bad to purge here because of the cookbook. I mean, you get a Simul chip down, or even the Gachapon that's already there, and they're just already going to have so many virus counters out so fast again. There's 2 simul chips. That'll save you from everything. And now you can get into every single server because you can simul chip out the Audrey and get in by just instantly doing that. In fact, you could simul chip the Botulus itself to get in. I wonder if we will see a run on R&D to do that, or if we're just going to see more slow building to stuff. Definitely, Lou wants to find a twinning here. Really, really wants to find a twinning. Because once you have the
gourmand,
and once you have the twinning, you just have definitely also a gourmand. Running on archives
because you don't want to run into something that you cannot
Finding-
trash. Okay, well, let them.
Wow,
go.
okay, archives is interesting. There's a Myoshu in archives. Myoshu in archives means you can't fetch it. You could get it back with basalt potentially, but you can't fetch it with other stuff. And measured response is in archives. That's actually pretty good as Nuvum because you can get it back with a basalt if you can score it. But the Myoshu is interesting because that's something you kind of want to keep in your deck. I guess you throw it into archives as soon as possible so you can spin it back. So we'll probably end up seeing that.
Very interesting this twinning install because we installed the twinning and we don't have any companion yet to charge it.
True, but hopefully we can get
One from Gachapon.
Hopefully you can find something from the Gachapon, yeah. I presume we'll see it triggered this turn to try and do that, because right now you do have a way into R&D. You still don't have a Gourmand, which you really want to be able to keep triggers on the R&D, but it's good. Archives is scary once Basalt is scored, potentially, but not the scariest thing ever, because there's no way for... there's no way you haven't hit 4 threat yet. Once you hit 4 threat, you're in trouble though. And definitely I feel like that's one of the main things that at least he's going to be considering here is just like, as soon as we hit 4 threat, I am in danger of triple measured at all times.
We found Fencer for a companion.
Not what you want to
A
see.
bit rough. Yeah.
We could get a second Botulus here and throw it on something. Like, you could put a second Botulus down on the Toxin, but you can't... The thing is, if that's an agenda, if Server 1 is an agenda, you can't run that. This deck does not have a Mavirus in it. There's no Maviruses. In fact, there's no way to purge, except for doing it the slow way on the Nuvum side.
I think you can run with the Simul chip.
Alright, putting it there. You can run with the simul chip. Like, this is a safe thing to run on. Losing
Okay,
the... Why did we
talking
lose
fermenter.
the Audrey? Oh, because we didn't have enough space for it? Hold on, how much... Yeah, didn't have enough memory space for the Audrey. Now here, you can Audrey, get your Audrey back and get this with 2 cards. Doesn't feel good, but you can get in. The real issue here is, like... Okay, what's your plan for if this is a... What's your plan for if this is a... Agenda? You're then in measured territory. Yep. I guess you can probably get to triple measured area. Oh, it's just a Malapert. Malapert is trashable, though. That's really big. That is a counter on Audrey. That's a big deal. We do have to clear that tag, though. You definitely have to clear that tag. Not great. Spent a lot of resources to go trash a Malapert. Probably not what you wanted to do here. Double Charm.
And you don't have still enough credits to contest again that remote.
Yeah. You definitely don't have enough credits to do it while keeping the stuff that you need. Alright. Devil Charm, definitely gonna help you get through some ice eventually with the Audrey counter. Still really, really need some way to tick up twinning.
I think Santa cannot risk to push something there knowing there is a chisel. Oh, you cannot blow it with...
Building up the Ferris. Feels pretty good. I mean, between Toxin and Ferris, both of those cards are absolutely miserable to deal with. Ferris, of course, the ice that gets really, really big It starts at 5 strength and it goes to 10 strength if you get 3 counters on it. 3 counters would be an entire turn worth of stuff, except, of course, there's Tree Line, which you can use to just put 3 counters on it instantly. Feels even better out of Nuvum, where you can use it to mill a card and get credits. Nuvum is one of the most awful decks to play against in terms of measured, just because they have so much money all the time.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And also
clicking
it's
twice for
taxing you a lot with the
credits.
big guys.
Oh, that hurts.
And this Pharaohs now is very difficult to... impossible to chisel charm.
Alright.
We
Going
have
ahead and purging.
Okay.
You're giving the runner more time with that, but also if your plan is to try and kill here, if your plan is to try and kill with measured, it's not the worst idea. You're staying ahead on money. It's going to be really hard to kill on measured without scoring out a big boy, but you have options.
For me, that purchase suggests that we are
Ooh, Keiko
considering to
Fermenter.
push next turn.
That's a lot of money. The big problem with the purge is that next turn the runner is already back on Botulus, so already has everything enough to get through that toxin. It does kill the Audrey, which is very important, but there is a simul chip that you can still use to get through 2 ice. You can bounce a Botulus back and forth. Can't get into HQ though. Cultivate. Oh, I love Cultivate. I'm so glad that people finally came around to putting Cultivate in Nuvum. Look at this beautiful card. Look at the top 5 cards of R&D. Trash one of those cards, add one of them to HQ, and arrange the rest in any order. And in Nuvum, it gives you 2 credits. You perfectly arrange your deck. You get the card you need for HQ. It's beautiful. We're gonna
Longest card to play in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So many decisions in one card.
My guess is we'll see. Oh, I found my Basalt Spire, and now I put it in server 1. But I'm not sure.
I think we really need to find something to push here.
Yeah. Basalt Spire definitely the best push here. What is the deck's agenda suite like, actually? Let's see. It is 3 Basalt, 2 Slash and Burn, 1 Green Mail, and 1 Above the Law. Interesting. And 3 Let Them Dreams. So, not the standard thing I've thought of. Day 1 of Vantage Point, putting 3 Cultivate in the deck. Yeah, I've seen most people doing it since Jai did really well with 3 Cultivates, but yeah. Lou definitely would really have loved to see any companion here much earlier, but instead, I mean, Lou got 3 Gachapons and went for some other stuff.
Okay.
Wow. All right, let's see. Playing
KPI?
KPI?
KPI 4.
Feels good. Another piece of ice in front of HQ. And credits. Not even installing anything. We're not pushing yet. Wow. This is so dangerous. I kind of wonder if maybe what's going on here is that, like, Santa currently has 2 measured in hand. Just has them sitting in hand and is just like, go ahead. Go ahead and hit a Basalt Spire. Give me my measures back. I measure you 3 times and I win. Like, go ahead and make runs. Please, attack me. The only thing you can't do is run on my hand where I can then lose the measures. That's my current thought of what might be going on, but I'm not sure. Finding Afshar, trashing it with Gourmand, feels good. We've got a 3 counter Fermenter. We've got a Audrey that can get through stuff. There's an argument to be made here for running on HQ. No, we're going to do it.
And we keep installing everything without Paladin.
Yeah.
That's hurting a lot.
No Paladin. We've got that Fermenter, but there it is, another Purge.
Another Purge.
Wow. I really think that that might be what's going on. That there are that there are two measured response in hand, and this is just I'm gonna kill you here. I'm waiting for you to hit my card and then instantly killing you.
Lacey here asking
Asking if you
for
can
undo the
undo the
gourmand.
gourmand. Yeah. Okay. Installing a second fermenter instead. Taking a credit. Eventually, you presumably have to push. Presumably.
I think you can always like flicker the botulus to get onto the remote
Well,
with the simul chip, but I'm not sure if the runner wants to
yeah, the
steal
runner.
a basalt and give the
I think that
corp
might
the
be what's going
possibility to
on is
loot.
that yeah, Santa's been looking for a basalt because if the runner runs on a basalt, spends a ton of resources and time to get in there, triple measured. Um, but we'll see. Okay. There is now something in server one. Is it a threat? Maybe. Draw card.
You're running it.
You still have not seen a single way to trigger up twinning. We're at 13 cards left in deck. How many cards in the deck could trigger twinning? Let's see. Looking at the deck list, there is one fencer and two paladins. So 3 cards. We've gone through most of the deck and still have not found anything. Cracked a fermenter, so you're not going to get purged. Makes sense. Will we see an instant score with 2 seamlesses? Here we go. Petty cash, lots of money. Always good. You have to interact with the corp. You have to keep interacting. It's just a spin doctor.
And doctor.
Great bait.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he wanted the runner to.
Really wanted the runner to go for that.
Yeah.
Putting a hedge fund on an unseen card, putting something in, and there we go. Okay, finally there's another
looks
piece
like
of
a
ice
push.
on that server. This is almost certainly a push. And most notably, that could be an event horizon, which just keeps you out completely. Alright. Let's see. Advancing at once. So presumably going for a 1 seamless in hand. Alright. Going for R&D. Gonna do something.
Because I think you can go with the botulus.
Yep.
Get a counter, Audrey counter with the gourmand.
Trashing Gourmand gets an Audrey counter. Trashing a reanimation
I know you
protocol.
can
Not that interesting.
presumably pass through the remote.
Every once in a while I think about NGO front and I shudder. What a pushed card. It doesn't seem that broken until you think about it a little bit, and then you're like, oh god, this is so busted. FFG made some choices. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Running on the server. Going to try and get it. We're at 8 credits right now, and that's an incredibly important number.
Oh.
There it is, Event Horizon. I think you might just, like, pay the 3 here and... Wait. Pay the 3 here and bounce. What are we doing? Oh, we're... Okay.
Yay.
Choosing to chisel this. Interesting.
Santa, love it. Sick.
Now, the corp can just trash this to keep you out, which I presume is going to happen. Here's the question. If you run here, and you steal that, and it's a Basalt Spire,
I think you can
I
still
think you
survive.
lose.
You
I
have
think you
enough
lose.
cards. You can
You
chisel
have
the
like
as the
the
then
corp.
you can charm the Pharaohs and don't need to spend that many cards from your hand.
Right,
But
but
the
more
credits will be
importantly,
a problem. Yeah.
the corp has 14 credits, and there is a measured in the bin. So if there are 2 measured in hand, which has been my assumption this whole game from how Santa's been playing, if there are 2 measured in hand, because of Nuvum, you only need 13 credits to play 3 measured in 1 turn. And if it's a Basalt Spire specifically, then the corp gets to return something to hand, because that's the text on Basalt Spire is when it's stolen, the corp gets to return 1 hit card to hand. And at that point, the corp is ready. The corp can play all 3. So if you run here, you will need 4 cards in hand, and you will need 8. You'll need a total of 8. 16 credits to not die.
I think you cannot really play against
Yeah.
around 3 measures. I think he can go through this, like charm the Pharaohs
Deciding
to
to go
don't
for it.
spend that many cards and
You
let the
can
tag
yeah, no,
fire.
it's definitely possible to survive. The problem is we just saw 2 steel skins get thrown into the bin. We saw all the steel skins are now in the bin. So we're gonna
I
let
think
this go through.
you can end up with 8 credits and 4
Yeah.
cards,
You're
but you will
definitely
have to float the tag.
you're
Probably.
definitely safe on credits and cards here. I don't think that's not even an issue. You're not even spending credits because it's an Audrey.
Yeah.
13 credits, though, is enough, and we're not spending any credits to res anything. So you're getting in here. Is it a Basalt? It's a Basalt. Okay. Will we see the measured return to hand? Because if so, I think you have to... Yep, measured response. So now you have to consider, what do you do here? Because presumably, if you don't do anything, you just die. Oh, wow. I think we're gonna...
Gamble.
Gamble's not enough. That's not enough. Here we go.
Let's see.
I want to see it. I really want to see it because it would be so cool. Measured.
Oh my god. Yeah, triple measured. Okay.
Bin it. Get 2 credits. Long pause. Why are we pausing for so long?
Yeah.
Is it not here? Do we not have it? Oh my gosh. It might not be real. This is so tense. Play the card or don't.
What's happening?
I have to assume Santa doesn't have it now because you wouldn't be waiting this long.
Oh.
Yep, no, installing a card.
Yeah.
It was a value measured. It's the summer of value measured. If there's one thing American Continentals has seen, it's more value measured than I've ever seen in my life. Wow, okay, did not have it.
Are we trashing the twinning?
You might here? You have the credits for it. Could also
How many
trash
there is on the list?
Yeah, I think you do trash the twinning probably. All steel skin are in bin. All steel skin are in bin. Also, all 3 simulchips are in bin. 2 gourmands in bin. So many cards are in the bin here. You might be able to. Oh wait, hold on. Undoing the install. If Santa does have it and just fake this all out, that's awful. You shouldn't have done that. No, it's just installing a different card. And advancing at once. Okay.
Again. Okay.
All right. Undoing it to more measured, it would be incredibly funny. Alright, well, there's the Paladin. Have to clear the tag here, otherwise you can't get twinning. You're just going to lose it, most likely. And then Sure Gamble. Now that's great. Unfortunately, it doesn't help you that much, because as soon as another piece of ice comes down on centrals, you're in trouble.
And we are out of
Oh
simul
no.
chip here.
Seamless. Is this going to be the another? No, it's. Oh no! It's above the law. Above the law kills the twinning. Gosh.
And both are in the bin.
Both twinnings in the bin. All simul chips in the bin, so you can't move stuff around. I don't know how many more tools are even left here. Running on archives. Keep the corp honest. Always worth it. Let's see. Maybe the game just ends here.
Yeah, with 7 fade
Seven
down.
face down.
Fade downs.
Spin
Okay,
doctor.
it was pointed there.
I do wonder if we're going to see points get scored anyways here. Because, like, you might. Shuffle 2 unseen cards. Nope. No points. Let's see what's in archives here. So we have Hedge Fund, Tree Line, 3 Anthills. Wow. Cup. Oh, wait. Hold on. Cup. With Cup, you can put a measured onto the cup, and then you are permanently safe from anything except double measured. That's an interesting play here, actually. The issue is that you still need a way to put a counter on Audrey here. I suppose you do also have we lost the single barrier? Yeah, okay, the Rising Tide is in the bin, so Audrey's the only way to get through some of this stuff.
We still have one Gourmand, I think.
Yeah.
And you still can find a Trashable on R&D?
There is also potentially the argument to just over-install on R&D. You're getting close to the spot where you can lock the runner out. The problem is that if you do that, you're going to have to res whatever you install, and it's so dangerous to do that too early. Let's see. What else is in the deck? How many Devil Charms in the bin? Removed from the game. Devil Charms removed. Only 1 Devil Charm removed from the game, and the deck has 3. How many chisels in the bin?
There's 1 chisel.
Only 1 chisel. So presumably a number of these cards remaining are chisels. Chisels and charms. So you can actually still do that. ATL? Wait, what's ATL?
Above the law.
Above the law, yeah. Card goes in server 1. Now the one big thing is you can't chisel your way through the... you can't chisel your way through a Ferris. You can't get through that with a Chisel Charm. Other stuff you can, but you can't do it there. Alright, here we go.
Let them dream. Okay.
Finding a Let Them Dream. That does put you closer to game point. Going for it on server 2 with the Gourmand. Gourmand will draw you a card, which helps protect you from Measured as well. This is a solid play. You don't have the thing, but you could just win on points here, too.
Could be
And it
also.
gives you the Audrey counter. Oh. Finding a reanimation protocol. Definitely something you want to trash. And now going for the server.
We're going for it.
Yeah. This is doable. Now,
Yeah,
notably, you're
cards.
at 5 points. There are how many about Let Them Dreams? There are 3 Let Them Dreams in the server. If this is a Let Them Dream, you could once again just be in a lot of trouble. You do have 16 credits, though. That's one of this deck does have a lot of money. And I think
4
this
cards.
is it. 4 cards. But you have 16
You can still
credits.
survive double measure.
So you can survive double measured here. Wow. Incredibly well played by Lou. Taking the tag. Here we go. Is this it? It's the third Let Them Dream!
God.
Oh my god. What did we lose for that? We lost a Devil Charm, a Pinhole, a Paladin. Oh my gosh. So, 3 cards left at the stack. At this point, you can... Oh my god. Trash and Cookbook with Paladin. What? I don't even know how to react to that. Amazing play by Santa. Spending
Both of
all
them, I
your
mean-
cards to boost Audrey, and now it's nothing. Cultivate. Oh, gosh. Now, the thing is, there's an interesting thing here. Santa does need to win before running out of cards. Like,
Yep.
there's a possibility that Santa just runs out of cards here, because you have to score 5 points. You're not measuring the runner could just click for credits every turn. Scoring that many agendas in a game like this, not actually the easiest unless you can get, if you can get the basalt down, you can. But there's one seamless already in archives. It's definitely doable, but it's like, it's dangerous. Table will Let Them Dream to bait the other Let Them Dream run. That's wild. Alright, putting something in there. The runner can't get in there.
Again.
It is almost certain that the runner cannot get in there this turn.
I don't think runner is getting any plays this turn.
Yeah.
And there's
The runner
just 4 cards.
actually physically can't get through that, because even if we Devil Charmed it, there's nothing you can do because you don't have 4 cards in hand to boost. Well, oh, no, okay, because Devil Charm would get it there. Yeah, so never mind, that could work. I assume we'll see an install here. You have to install. Like, what are you going to do? Run HQ? Oh, you could run HQ, actually. You know there's a Pharaohs there, though. It would get the Corp down low on credits, though. There's the other Devil Charm. You do need to trash something with Paladin here, potentially. Child Paladin trashes itself. Oh, wait, hold on. Seamless? Seamless?
Miyoshu.
Score the Basalt and then use it to get back Miyoshu? Wow! Absolutely incredible play by Santa there. Amazingly well done. That was so much fun. Miyoshu giving you 2 points if you could play it the same turn as you scored an agenda. However, of course, you need 10 credits to play it, and that's so hard. Wow. Amazingly well done by both players. That was so cool. Great, great job. All right. Well,
Good.
yeah, that was really fun. Thanks so much for joining me, Gio. I think Leah's gonna come on stream for the next for the final games. Thanks so much for helping out.
So it was really nice to share with you and Galeard the stream.
Yeah,
So
it was
I'll
very, very
follow
cool.
the finals with you and Leah. Goodbye, everybody, and enjoy the finals.
All right, next up will be more crows in chat, I believe. Yes, it will be more crows in chat because it is Santa versus Metrics. Let me switch this over. But yeah, once again, I am here to plug Run Together. Go buy it, please. I only got to go to Worlds because of Run Together my first year, and yeah, it's very nice. It's very cool. I like it. I am your host, Juniper Theory. Joining me now is Leah. Let me... Whoa. Hello, Leah. I've dragged you into chat.
Whoa, hello. Am I live?
Cool. Yes, you are.
Hi, chat.
Real quick,
It's
what are your...
me, Leo.
Real quick, what are your pronouns?
Sheer.
Okay, cool. I can show them on stream. All right, cool. Yeah, thank you for
Sick.
watching. We're doing commentary today. I did most of the commentary yesterday, and I was so exhausted, and then I came back today and was like, oh, right, I love Netrunner, so I'm doing a bunch of commentary today as well. We'll be getting
yeah.
started in just a second. Looks like there's going to be a 5-minute water break. In the meantime, I'm going to, I believe we can pull up the 2 deck lists here. What are we going to see? Oh boy. It is the return of, Leo. This also means that there's a chance that earlier in the day there was in the top bracket we had Leo versus Asa. There's a chance that we could see a rematch of Leo versus Asa in the top cat as the final game. We didn't watch that game because it was like it was the top bracket and we try to focus on the bottom, but we could actually see it. Right.
I'd be excited to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see Asa win anything.
If the finals of the OBS world are actually Leo and Asa, that would be awesome.
That would be sick.
All right, let's in the meantime though, while we wait, let's take a look at these deck lists. I can send you the link to them if you presume we already have it, but just to double check. Here's the round. So the Leo here is some pretty standard stuff. We've got a lot of 3 Mercia, we have 3 Boomy. Boomy was really interesting because there have been a lot of virus decks in Lu, and it's been doing a lot against them. Also really good against some of the hostable things, which I don't know if this deck is running many of those. I don't think it's running anything that really hosts. Yeah, it looks like, well, Pikachu is, so presumably we could see something fun there, potentially.
Yeah, I do know that generically we haven't had Leo in the meta for a long time, so we forget. But generically, it is generally a Leo favored matchup versus Shaper.
Interesting.
Because all the end of runs forces the Shaper to do a lot more runs than they normally want to.
It's also really rough for Santa here because he's on deep dive, and deep diving against a deck that has nearly infinite event horizons is really, really rough.
Yeah, it's very rough.
Yeah.
But this Maggie, as we know, is Big Maggie, and this kind of Shaper has a lot more gas than like the ones that we're used to seeing, which is like Anacam Lat, right? Which doesn't have nearly as much gas as this because this list is on 65 cards, so we have gas for days. But yeah, if Leo wants to try and rush out in this matchup, and if Leo's able to, like, usually they can stack up a big remote, throw on Mersha, and just force the runner to run that server over and over again. Usually Leo wins out on a rush game plan and try and win before they even the Shaper even gets dive out.
There is also the question of like, this Shaper with being able to ping around a Pikachu all over the place can definitely still get a deep dive out even with things going oddly. But we'll see. I'm really curious how this can potentially go. Definitely also, I do wonder if you'll be able to hold up, like, what's the big ice here? The big ice we're going to be seeing is Brawn, obviously, 3 Sleipners, and Bodo is another big one. There's a bunch of Bodo in this deck. And how well does that hold up against the Breaker Suite here? Because we've got Propellers.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sleipnir actually is one of the best ice against Shaper because, well, Unity can boost pretty well into Sleipnir. Sleipnir being 3 subroutines make it rather expensive for Shaper to try and break over and over again. And Sleipnir is a very like cost-effective ice, only 4 to res, and usually cost Unity at minimum 2 credits, but usually 3 because you don't want the Leo to fire the reshuffle. So you usually want to break the reshuffle and let the corp draw, but of course they're getting a draw, right? Like they're not that sad about that. So Sleipnir is a pretty scary ice if you're not on Euler. And yeah, Brawn is the other one. 6 strength barriers, taxes Propeller very heavily.
Yeah.
And I don't believe we're on any permanent barrier breakers. Are we on
Especially
tides?
now
We are
you.
on tide.
Okay, there is a rising tide. That could help a lot,
Yeah,
especially
that could help a
because
lot.
you can potentially like we could see throwing away the propellers, and then you have if all three propellers are in your
Yeah,
bin,
yeah,
which
yeah.
would be rough. You get what? That's
Uh-huh.
4 strength rising tide, which is it's okay to break brawn with.
Yeah, it's not too bad because I mean, each of your propeller breaks Brown for 3, and then you just sell it with Knickknack, and then it boosts your tide by 1, right? So that's pretty good. Sometimes these decks also run Principia, although I think Santa is not on Principia.
No.
So we're probably just gonna have like 4 strength rising tide, which is pretty good. It breaks Brown for 5. You're happy to see that.
Yeah, I wonder if the game will even go long enough for that to matter, though, or if we're just gonna see like everything get. If we're gonna see the game end before that point.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any other? Hush is interesting. Was there anything that you can use Hush on? I guess you could put Hush on an Event Horizon, which would feel pretty good.
Yeah, the one of Event Horizon, but other than
Yeah.
that, there's not much to Hush
I don't
against.
think there's much. You could always
Leo.
hush. You could always hush a Brawn, and then that would be bad for you personally.
Yeah, I was like, what does that do?
Question:
You
How
can Hush
does
a Bootu maybe?
how does the
Yeah.
how does the interaction between Hush and Boomy works? Who wins that? If you put a Hush on an unres Boomy,
Well,
who
Boomy
wins that?
doesn't fire.
Right? Okay.
Boomy so it's not magnet. We're thinking of the magnet interaction.
Yeah.
But Hush just hushes the Boomy, and Boomy
Hush
doesn't
just
get to
turns
fire
off the
at all.
Boomy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And if the Hush is somewhere else, you can just trash it with that. But
Yeah,
the
you can
Hush
trash
wouldn't
the
be
Hush.
anywhere else. Cool. So hopefully Santa can trigger whatever psychic Santa Claus has and just hush a Boomy sight unseen.
Okay, we're seeing a Sleipnir res. We're hoping
Oh,
that
wait,
server
has the
1
game
is
started?
going to. Looks like we have, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I was waiting for them to start. All right, let's go to it. Cool. All right. So turn 1, getting through this. Turn 1 was a install on a new remote, put ice in it, and then put ice protecting HQ.
We have HR. It's good.
It was a Sleipnir and getting a humanoid resources off. It looks like
Now, unfortunately,
Mags mostly. Mags ran into the Mags sure gambled and then ran into the ice and let the Sleipnir fire, which definitely hurts.
not the worst fire in the world. It's just a draw. There's no reshuffle.
Right, because nothing
happening.
was in archives. Probably was considering that. And then install the DZMZ at end of turn.
HR firing from 1 credit is not the most favorable for Leo. It's going to be very hard to find operation to play at 5, and so we see that there is no operation being played here.
Yeah.
I don't think there is. Okay, we do have 3 petty cash, so it was possible. But yeah, not being able to play caveat, not being able to play hedge fund, it sucks.
We
But
did see
sometimes what you got to do.
We did see in another tab, or not another tab. Sorry, I'm so brain flooded. We did see in another game though. Metrics was playing their Leo very very close to the ground, like very low, very like doing a lot.
Yeah. I remember seeing that game. Both players were like, it was against Audrilu. Both players were very low to the ground. But this is kind of the Glacier game plan, right? You want to spend money to res stuff in order to make the runs less valuable. And probably what you want to do against Maggie too. You mostly want to get ice on remote res because that's kind of Shaper's most important server is the remote. So if you can make that as taxing as possible, that is your number 1 goal as Leo. And this says he misclicked a discard, unfortunate.
Yeah, underclick should be fine. This shouldn't be an issue because it's only a penalty for the corp here, basically.
Yeah.
Or only a penalty for the runner showing an extra card. So you should be able to take that back just fine.
Get a coal install, which is nice and tempo positive.
Cool, let's see.
And then server 1 was just a bait spin doctor. Not much is happening here. Caveat
Caveat
Emptor are gonna give
so
the
we
runner.
saw this a lot in the last game, giving the runner extra clicks. I I always think that's a bad idea, but we're seeing it a lot now, and I'm curious if maybe they know
It's
something we don't know.
not good. So let me explain Cavet MTOR. Cavet MTOR is not being played because it's better than hedge fund. In fact, it is worse than hedge fund. You don't want to give the runners clicks. Runners clicks is always going to be worth more than one of your credit. So it is generically worse than hedge fund. However, you're playing it over Hansei, right? That's the other card you would otherwise play, and
Yeah,
you don't
and
want to spend influence on Hansei.
it does
So
have a use
Cavet
in
is like a fine card.
it does have a use in Leo of denying the runner a click on an important turn when you're going to be able to like keep them out of the server and do that. I
Yeah,
think
it's
the
nice as
alternate
modal.
use is pretty interesting in Leo, but
Uh-huh.
giving the runner actually like just look at how
Yeah,
fully
it
set
has
up that
some
Maggie
it has a good
gotten.
modal use. But I think
Did we just do
by
it
and
again?
large, it's yeah, we just did it again.
We just did it
It's a
again.
card
Okay.
we play begrudgingly. We're not happy to play it.
Okay.
But it's fine.
Here we go
It's
again.
fine. It's good enough.
Mercia Ballard, of course, being a card that you're mostly playing to just to use eventually to trash, but also it does let you get some cards.
I'm surprised that our icing plan here is 2 ice on HQ. I don't think Maggie's ever going to care about HQ. I wonder why we're not caring so much about HQ here. I would expect that ice to go on server 1.
Yeah, I feel like this is letting the runner get very set up. It's very worrying.
Yeah, I'm curious what is in Santa's hand. Maybe he has a better icing plan going forward, so I imagine Mercia will install an ice here, yep.
Okay, alright, so that's the Metrisco is the
Oh, Matrix Go, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Santa is on
Yeah, we're making a
big
push here.
mags, bringing many gifts. Alright, so now there's
I
a ton of options here.
don't-
Let's check archives real quick. Archives only really has a coalescence, so you can't get a ton with the simul chips, but if you can find
Yeah.
something, a Muse or a
SMC.
SMC, then you are off to the races and can get into any server.
Yeah.
It's just a matter
So
of can you do that?
this Maggie is on 3 Muse and 2 SMC, so we see a universe where we Muse SMC here and then just overclock server 1 and see if we can try and bust this down. And then Simulchip can Simulchip back an SMC too if we need to. But this server 1 looks fairly secure. The runner is going to have to spend a lot of resources on touching this card. But they're floating a lot of money. So 15 credits in cash plus the environmental testing is going to pop this turn, giving them 9 more. So
You're going to
let's
have
just
to
say the runner's on 24.
You're gonna have to find something you can get in with, though. You have to be able to do something.
Yeah.
Like currently, you have no tools that you can actually use to get in.
Yeah, but for 5 hits of an SMC, I kind of expect Santa to have a way here, but I think he's probably didn't, or maybe going to opt to not contest it this turn. Either
Looks
way.
like we're not contesting it. I mean, getting your lily pad down, getting it. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, will we see an icebreaker or something get installed here at the end?
I think this is sort of the matchup though. We usually see Leo scoring their first 2 agendas pretty uncontested. And then the rest of the game is going to be a lot more difficult for the Corp once the runner is set up here.
Yeah.
So the first breaker comes down, it's a Rising Tide. It's not the most useful. You don't want to see Rising Tide this early, if possible. It's just going to tech an MU.
You have, I mean,
we want to see
it's not the
propellers,
worst
we want to see
thing.
Unity.
It's not the worst thing when you have this much money, and it's a card you can install off of.
And we do have a lot of MU.
Yeah. Okay. Ritual to draw cards. We might be seeing Santa kind of brick on draws here. I think we might be
I don't know. I think Santa is... I actually think Santa's drawing quite well. You want to see a lot of card draw.
I think he's drawing fantastically, except I'm wondering where is the programs? Like where is the stuff that is... Where's your Muse? Where's your SMC? Where's any breaker that isn't this?
Yeah, I think it's okay though. Like I said, it's very common for Leo to score up to 4 pretty much uncontested. But beyond that, it's going to be a lot more... It's kind of where the game begins.
Yeah.
Is the 3rd score is going to be very difficult for the Corp. But optimally, the Maggie wants to start contesting the 2nd agenda if possible, because if the Corp is on game point, they're always going to be able to drag the runner through a bad remote, and that's kind of you want to avoid that as the runner if possible. So let's see if Santa can produce anything here. Here is probably the time when he wants to start running the remote.
Another
But between
environmental
two simul
testing.
chips, I think it's not going to be that difficult to bust this down.
We'll continue to build. We still don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah,
There's still
and
no way to actually bust this down. Like, we still don't have. We haven't seen anything that could bust it down yet. There's no SMC. There's no Muse. There's nothing that you can use to do it.
yeah. I also don't really think that Santa needs to really bust this down. So it's one of Ingatan. He's going to need
Interesting.
second Seamless to be able to score here, which as the shaper, I think it's okay to be patient here.
Yep. It's definitely
Um,
dangerous, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah, it's dangerous for sure, but a shaper fundamental is you want to run as little as possible and you want to be as greedy as possible. If you think that there is a chance that the corp doesn't have
Seeing
it, you should just let them like not have it. Which
seeing a Pikachu
Matrisko
and
didn't have it, right?
No, yeah, it did not have
Okay,
it.
now
Seeing a
for
Pikachu,
sure.
Yeah. Pikachu and a Fermenter from the corp, from the runner. Feels good to have those available, but still not a way to get in.
I'm a little surprised that Pisha-san's being discarded here. It's a pretty important card to try and bust down the remote because you want to be running that remote very often. But I imagine we're just going to see it get chipped back into the remote here
Yeah.
on the Sleipnir.
I assume that was just saying, I don't want to run this eventually, especially because there are 3 boomies. Putting it on the board is a pretty dangerous thing, and putting a Fermenter on the board probably feels much better.
Compilation.
Grabbing a cup, getting a free draw,
So
that's
we might see
cool,
a
but
pinhole
still
conversion?
have not seen anything to break.
Yeah.
We have 1 breaker.
So we need to produce breaker now. We
You
might
have
a
like
pinhole.
1 turn left where you're safe to not have a breaker.
Yeah, because we're okay.
Use.
There we go.
Okay,
A
there
breaker.
we go. Find
found
something.
it.
That
We
is
found it. Okay,
technically a breaker.
Yeah, we have 5 hits for SMC. We're very likely to have one.
I would not be
So
surprised to
I
see this
do-
actually get SMC.
Yeah, I expect to see SMC here.
Mhm.
But SMC will only take care of Sleipnir. We're gonna see what the outermost is going to be like. We're also going to be pretty poor. Oh well, we have the environment testing.
Yeah,
Should
the
be okay.
environmental testing and the Fermenter can
Yeah.
keep you full on money. At this point, you
We're
could
not
go
on
for it.
overclock this deck, so we don't have that.
At this point, you could go for it. SMC. Oh, it looks like we're trying to decide what to grab.
Palangi.
Palangi.
So he probably has another breaker in hand. Rising Tide
Going
is not
for
a very.
HQ.
Oh,
okay.
are we just sweeping HQ? Wow.
Might be just saying, okay, I'm just gonna let you do what you want. Especially because, I mean, one of the things about this deck is a lot of the ice was pretty big.
Yeah.
Sleipnir
Palangi. This is not
feels
happy for
really
the
bad
Rising
here,
Tide.
is the thing. Yeah, like, this is 6 to break. You have the money, but still, that's 6 to break.
And Innermost HQ, whatever it is, as long as it's not a barrier.
Also, unlike
I think that Santa's expecting cheap ice on HQ because Leo doesn't want to overinvest in HQ. So maybe that's why he's making this run. Maybe he doesn't feel confident he can bust down server 1, but I think
Yeah.
he totally can. He can just run it twice, probably. With Pisha-san
you also
on
definitely
tap.
you also really can't let this fire, I don't think. Shuffling a card that gives a no, letting it fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if we're like trying to economically pressure the corp here by running HQ. Okay, we're just gonna let this.
Fire card getting a
Propeller comes
okay.
down. We're just gonna let this score.
Ooh, okay.
Trains. Yeah, it's looking kind of rough.
This
So
is
now-
looking a lot more rough.
Yeah. Now the corp can drag through the runner through every single one of these installs. So the runner is just going to have to keep running this.
And you do have to run on the server 1 here.
Right.
Like,
And
you
we
don't
let
have a choice.
we let the reshuffle fire, so there's an extra seamless in the deck. Oh no.
And additionally, like, you
Yeah, it's
need as
looking.
many clicks as you can get. You do have the Pikachu, which can help you deal with how much time it might take, but poof. The bigger thing is that you don't have a good way, like, the only way to get other breakers, potentially, like, getting a Unity out here would feel great, but you don't have a way to get a Unity because you have, the only thing you can get back is your Muse. And the Muse gets rid of the Palangi, which is your
Yeah, the
only tool right
Palangi.
now. I think you might
I
just
think.
crack the fermenter and send it, or even just send it without cracking the fermenter.
I think more than likely the propeller can break whatever outermost is with the
Yeah.
Palangi, and then we can simul chip back in a Muse SMC for Unity. It's
Nuka.
just pricey.
Playing
Okay.
Nuka here, really, really dangerous.
I think it's okay. We can still bust this down.
Now, if that's an event horizon, you do need all 3 clicks to get in.
I don't expect Server 1 to be a winning agenda. To be fair. Again, no Ingatan. We still have 2 Seamless left in the deck, but they're not that likely to be in hand. Since we've already seen 2 Seamless played. So no Ingatan. This
Going for it now.
This probably is LTD if it's an agenda at all.
Trashing the Nuka, finding a Boto. Ooh.
Yeah, we're getting threat Botu here, which is not what you want to see as the Shaper. So it's gonna cost the entire propeller, and then we can Palangi the Rising Tide.
And you're also going to have to go back through both of these. And notably,
Yeah,
Boto is, well, Boto, so you can... Boto is 5, 6... Boto is 8 to break. So you can just spend through it if you need to.
Ugh.
Doesn't feel good, though.
Does not feel good. Okay.
You can also just let the Corp draw a card to get through this and still use your Propeller. But it's not that much cheaper.
That's... We can't boost with Propeller to get to Slipnir. We can't use Propeller at all.
Oh?
So we'd have to use Rising Tide.
Oh, right, because power... It's the opposite of Revolver.
Yeah. Yep.
Boto is a scary card here.
What else
Especially
can
that
we
Boto
do?
is a barrier, which is
I
interesting.
could give it Bioroid. But you can't click through it.
Giving it a barrier, and then I assume we're just going to pay through it. Yeah, paying 6 from Rising Tide. About to get
that
in,
makes
and
sense.
now
And then
here...
Murtra's gonna get popped here.
Yeah.
100%.
Alright, so... For this next run... You can chip the prop, which will get you through the first one, but you can't... Like, you need a way through the second one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where, like, we really see the weakness of Palangi when you have to make multiple runs on the same server.
Yeah.
Palangi just does not account for that. Palangi is just not a good card in this matchup because of the way Leo forces you to run twice per turn like this. Yeah, so I wonder if SMC would have been a better choice here, but I guess Santa was trying to be conscious of how much money he is spending.
Yeah.
But I expect that he needs to produce all of his breakers sooner than later.
Curious where this will go.
And if Matrixco wants to score this agenda, it would be a credit perfect, seamless, advance.
Yeah.
If this is an LTD.
Not a ton of
And
other
he
things
needs
you
to
can
have
do.
seamless, but...
And the deck is running... Is the deck running 3 LTDs, I believe?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 LTDs.
It's a nightmare
so...
suite for... It's a pretty bad suite for Deep Dive, too.
Yeah.
So once again, this deck totally, like, just targets Shaper.
Yeah.
You can almost say it dumpsters Shaper.
Boto's really, really
It's
rough.
a very
here.
bad matchup for Shaper, I expect.
We might see both chips. I think Santa might be considering, do I use both chips here and get in, or do I just let this go and assume that it's like a humanoid or something? Because
I think in Santa's position, I really wonder if he can afford running this over and over again. It's so as Shaper, you have to play the odds a little bit. You have to ask yourself, what are the chances that the Corp has exactly what it needs to score here, which is another seamless.
it's also
So
notable.
the Corp
Well,
has already played 2 seamlesses.
there's also one other important thing here. There's another card in that server that we haven't seen, and it can't be a Mercia. So, could you have 2
Shipping
Mercias
back.
in the same server, actually? Yeah, so shipping back
Say what?
Muse. You can't have 2 Mercias in the same server, right?
You can.
Oh, okay,
You
could.
can do that.
So it
You
could
just
be a
can't res them at the
Mercia.
same time.
Um,
It could certainly be a Mercia.
it
But
could
we've
also be
already
a skunk,
used Leo
though.
ability, so it doesn't really matter if
Yeah,
it's
but the other
if there's
thing
a
it could
second
be is a
Mercia.
skunk, and that can get res.
Yeah, it could be
would
a
mean you
skunk.
couldn't seamless to get in. Okay, there's the
I
Unity.
expect the run to be a Hannah run here. There's no reason to not Hannah run here, so might as well.
Now,
Save you a click.
the issue
Okay,
here
we're
is you
clicking
don't
permanent
have
here.
the. So yeah, we have to pay all the way through this with the.
Ooh, this should be a
Rising
Hannah
Tide.
run.
This hurts.
This should be a Hannah run. I think Santa forgot.
Yeah. Hard to remember
Unless
what
we've
you
already
can do
Hannah
with Hannah.
run. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. We have not used
Choosing
Hannah this turn.
let the
We
final
are.
subroutine on this fire just. Wait, what?
Oh.
Oh, because paid 5 strength. Paid 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we boosted it.
All right.
Hee.
So going to let the 2 damage fire, then Unity is going to be another 4, and then we're possibly going to have to pay another 5 to get
Okay.
through the. To get through the.
Yeah, this is
Like, this is
2
so
to boost
rough.
Unity. Yuck.
It's just one
Yeah,
to
we
boost
didn't
Unity,
Hannah,
thankfully.
and this might
Letting
really
the
hurt
rest
him.
of it fire on this just for money. All right.
I don't expect this to be trains, so that should be okay. And even if it's trains, it's
There's the
Managarm,
skunk
so it's
works.
5 credits. This hurts.
This
This
hurts.
is painful.
Finding
we
a
went from
humanoid.
20 like.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah,
hurts.
actually, Humanoid is probably one of the better hits here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be
the nice
honest
thing
with
is-
you. You don't want to see LTD here. That hurts even more.
Also does help a lot to be able to put the skunk onto the cup. That's very nice. Oof.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, we went from what,
rough.
24 credits down to 3. We spent like 20 credits this turn. It's not good. It is not happy.
The one
I
advantage
don't really
here
know.
is that Humanoid could have gotten the Corp a lot of credits, while meanwhile now, Metroscope really
Yeah.
doesn't have a choice but to click up for credits here. There isn't any
we
other
have
option.
we have Ingaton, so we're not sad about this at all.
Yeah.
Ingaton is a card with text on it, I suppose. Let's see if we're not gonna do it. So I've noticed that Matrixio likes to hold his Ingaton counter. I'm not really sure what for exactly. I wonder if he likes to hold it for Mersha pushes.
Could be. Could make
But
sense.
I kind of feel like HR here would be so good. But I suppose, because it also triggers Train Grid and forces the runner to have like Pinhole or something. But Matricio is probably saying, yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to lose this anytime soon. I'm just going to play it a little slow. And eventually,
Running on Centrals.
eventually we win. We trashed Lilypad. We trashed
Blew up our own Lilypad?
which forces us to trash a propeller.
I mean, that does
I'm
increase
a
the
little
strength of Rising Tide,
surprised by
technically.
that. Sure. Okay,
Running on R&D.
we're being forced to run for singles here, and it kind of makes sense. That's kind of the matchup here.
Yeah.
Deep dive is very difficult. We kind of have to gamble here and try and win on singles, but that's miserable.
Lots of credits.
You probably cannot raise the Corp doing this. The Corp will win before you can.
would love to see literally anything that gets you some credits, and that isn't clicking for credits. No.
Yeah, and then because we trashed Lilypad, we're not getting Lilypad triggered this turn.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna see an install at the end. It's going to be no install.
We discarded no install.
No DZMZ install. This is
I guess Santa just wants to keep himself liquid and just try and win on singles here. But I don't really think
Yes.
the corpse go. Oh, well, there we go. We reinstalled the humanoid
Okay.
now instead of last turn. Okay, we're
Pinhole threading.
pinhole.
I
Yep.
mean, that's pretty great. Get rid
That's
of that
expected.
humanoid.
Okay. I think Santa's game plan going forward is probably just running for singles here. Selling Lilypad suggests to me that he's planning to sell down his board here just to get a little bit more liquidity and try and push for the win, but he's so far from 7 points. It's gonna be a real uphill battle, I think.
Match goes drawn a lot of cards. Other hedge fund has a lot of money. Just discarding at end of turn. Giving the runner time to rebuild is really worrying here.
Yeah,
Like,
it is worrying, and he's not drawing agendas, I
yeah, I
imagine.
have to assume that.
Yeah, if he draws if he draws any agenda, I would just push it, right? Like forcing the or just draw anything. Like simply an upgrade pushed on server 1 is like something that the runner would have to check.
Mhm.
Or even just like a spin doctor giving you 2 credits and forcing a run from the runner.
Yep.
That sucks.
There's so many ways to potentially force a run here.
Yeah. So Matrixio here not drawing very well. We can see. There's no buy road on the remote, but this server costs so much. It costs an entire propeller, 3 credits, and like
Clicking for 4 credits.
at least 2 credits from the Unity. And now it's gonna cost even more.
Yeah.
Like if this is an LTD, I would just advance it, right? Because like
And there's the caveat to give the
we're
runner one less click. Ooh.
okay.
So I have to
That's
assume
definitely
that's
going to light a fire under Santa's
I
ass here.
have to assume that's a Boto or something because there's no Bioroid in that server right now. So,
I think it's a Boomy.
or yeah, Boomy. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Because there's no Bioroid in the server, so
Yeah.
there has to be a reason that you can do a thing to keep the runner out.
Yeah, this is kind of the nice thing about Kevin Mtor is the other mode of it, right? Like
Yeah, it works really well for Leo, I think.
it's pretty great. And honestly, even if this is just a fake push, the caveat giving it a little bit of realness, right? So that's kind of cool, I think. But again, we are threatening a win here with a seamless advance on an LTD. Two of LTDs in the deck.
2 LTDs,
We can also
a bunch of other stuff.
have double seamless.
Yep, double seamless does it.
Yeah, we have all 3 seamless back in the deck, so could totally see a double seamless.
None of these options are good for Santa.
Yeah. See, like this is kind of once again, this is why we say that this is a very Leo favored matchup.
Yeah.
Leo's very favored against Shaper because especially Shapers that are running temp breakers like this Maggie playing 3x propeller.
Using the Hannah here.
Okay, we're Hannah running first. We're really hoping to not see a Bioroid here because we're going to take a tag otherwise.
Could also be just saying that I need to use the Hannah run either way, so I might as well fire it. But you would definitely want to run it on the second one, then I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. And Santa's not going to be happy seeing this. What is our plan here? We're going to take a corp?
Fire.
That's
Okay.
fine. I think that's a reasonable way to break Boomy at this point. We really don't want to fetch up like Echelon.
Yeah, and it's not really something
it'd be
that
hard to fetch up Echelon.
It's not really something you're worried about, so to speak. You're much more worried about the. You're much more worried about the stuff.
Yeah, the rest of the server, right? Like the Botu and the Sleipnir. It's stuffs of nightmare. So Santa can run this twice. It's just expensive.
We have
so Propeller is going to break for 3 the first time.
Pretty nice.
This Sleipnir can boost once now, so it saves a credit. But we probably still have to break 2 of the subroutines unless we are letting the reshuffle fire, which is not something you'd like to see.
Yeah, and what's the math here? So if this goes back, then you're going to have to oh, letting the
Yeah, we're
reshuffle
letting
fire.
the
Yeah.
reshuffle fire. Oof.
Sleipnir having a lot of subroutines.
We kind of have to, right? Because Rising Tide costs 4 to boost, 2 to break at minimum, and you have to take 2 damage. So that's already 6 credits minimum.
Is there anything in the
And
heap
2 for the Sleipnir.
I'm trying to think if there's anything in the heap you could do that could get... I mean, you could get a propeller back for the next run.
What did we sell this? Yeah, but the problem with that is that we're so chip taxed. We need this chip to get something important like Pisha Sound, right? Like
Yeah,
that
that's
is an
true.
important card that we need.
Alright, so it is... Let's
Yep.
see.
We're gonna spend down our credits here on this run. I imagine we're gonna see either a Cole or a Pisha Sound here would be reasonable. Oh, see
Palangi.
Palangi. So that saves the boost cost by 2 credits. So because we can boost Unity twice for 2 credits instead of boosting
1,
the Rising
2,
Tide for 4
yeah,
credits. So
3,
it saves
4,
us 2
5.
credits. This is similar to getting a coal. I kind of wonder if you just rather get a coal.
Yeah, especially because you can sell a coal for more.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, sold the cup. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, the cup was interesting for getting
Yeah.
It did get rid of the skunk works, which was really valuable, but
It did, but it saves you 1 credit. I mean, you spend
Yeah.
1 to install. Well, I guess you'd spend 0 to install the cup. So it saved 2 credits to trash the Managarm.
let's see. Sleipnir, hitting Sleipnir, and a Sleipnir is... How many subroutines are we going to break? Just breaking 1, saving the 1 credit for if we need to trash a humanoid
Yep.
here. But you've given the corpse so much card draw and so many reshuffles. Like, this is...
Yeah, the reshuffle matters a lot in the long... Oh, okay. Well,
Okay. Well,
it's trains, so we have a game. It'll be a long shot, but we do have a game.
It is now a game
because
again. Yeah,
now we can deep dive and win. It would just be really hard to do so against Leo, like we have said. Yep, definitely trash the Hannah. Hannah is extremely important. That makes perfect sense.
I don't really know how you rebuild here in time, is the question.
You know, you'd be surprised at the economic reach of Big Maggie. They can just turbo out money really, really fast. But not having Lily Pad though,
not
your
clicking
draw
for
engine,
clicking
yeah,
for
or
4
clicking for
credits is not
Oof.
turboing out.
Yeah, and
Ooh.
we're not getting the Maggie draw. We're still tagged, so we can still trash this knickknack.
2 more ice.
Okay, here's
Now,
another push.
Don't think you can do
I
anything.
think we can.
I think you just can't get in there. At 5
If
credits.
it's another boomy, you're really sad. Okay.
Yeah.
-1 click. Good luck, runner.
At this point, I think you're running R&D in places and looking for singles. Like, there's no way you can get in here. If it's a boomy, you just lose.
So I expect Matrixco to be representing double seamless here.
Yes.
If Matrixco was pushing trains, I expected him to have double seamless to try and score the trains. If not, then that train's push was very ambitious. But I don't expect the server 1 to be a game-winning agenda for the runner, so I expect this to be an LTD. Or I would hope it's an LTD.
I mean,
for the corp's sake.
I don't think you can get in either way. Like, how do you get past that ice? If that's another...
Yeah, I would agree with you.
If that's another Bioroid, you could put anything in there. The corp cannot get... The runner cannot get in.
I agree. I agree. But if it's not a Bioroid, right? Like, let's say it's another Sleipnir. It's only 2 credits for Unity to break.
True, but 2 credits for Unity, and then how are you getting through the how are you getting through the Bodo? Like you are going to need to make so much money.
Palangi makes it cost 4.
Palangi makes
Let's
it cost
say
4. Then the
you-
last one you need another 2 credits. So that's what? That's 8 credits total. You're on 5 right now. You need that, and you only have 3 clicks. Like,
Yep.
we've seen so
Let's
few
say
things.
you play whole. Actually, we're having MU problems.
Yeah.
Well, once again, I think that if we had the previous turn
All right, here we go.
got a coal instead of a Palangi here, would be a lot more liquid.
Selling the DZMZ, and we
and
have to
we
try
sold
something
the
else
DZ.
too. And the thing is, that makes you the
Yeah.
issue with that is it makes Unity worse.
Yeah, it makes
Landing
Uni worse.
Hagen.
Okay.
Now
Funnily
Hagen
enough, it
is
didn't matter for
only. The issue is that you do need to
It's one to
break
boost.
Hagen completely, I believe,
Yeah.
because otherwise the
Hagen
muse
can
gets
trash
trashed.
Muse.
Yeah.
So it's 3 credits. It's only 3 credits. I mean, Santa's only out is run
Okay.
for singles, right? Oh, this is okay. It's Palangi, so we have Palangi. We're fine. So we'll probably have to trash the Event Horizon here.
Yep.
But Santa can run for a single, like a. Can we? It'd be 2 to break here, and then Hagen costs another 2 credits.
I think you don't fire the Event Horizon. I think you just leave it.
Yeah, we
Because-
can trust.
Because the thing is,
Aren't
even
the
if you give
whole?
up, if you give up one agenda, there's not that many agendas. I guess. Well, no, yeah.
Well, there are 2. There are
Yeah, there are
two
there are
potential
more
3-pointers.
trains. There are more trains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 1 more train and 1 more Sam.
Right.
So if Santa feels extremely unfavored here and feels like he needs to win on a single, he can run the
Yep.
Hagen, break it for 2, let the Unity get trashed.
If I lose
And
here,
pray.
that means
pray
I
for the
deserve it.
single. It means
we
I
go.
deserve. I don't think you deserve this one,
do you
Matrixka.
deserve it?
It is Santa's only line, I think.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the right call, but ooh, it's tough.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and fire the other one.
Trashed. Judge's opinion.
Here we go.
If I lose, it means my luck is over. Okay.
What is it?
I expect double seamless in hand, and I expect Matrixco to win. Can I look at my R&D first? Oh man.
Access
Okay,
Mountain Card.
it's
That
not
does
the
not
win.
look like it's it. No, that is it! Oh my gosh!
Santa with the pause for
Santa
effect.
pulls it out with a send a
Holy
message.
moly! There's no way.
Oh my gosh. Rising all. Yeah, there was
Yeah,
the
double
Legendary
seamless in hand,
server.
of course.
Double seamless in hand. Wow, 17
oh
cards.
my god.
At how many cards in the deck were remaining agendas? Because we had
8
1, 2.
unique
Yeah.
accesses.
Let's see.
I
so
mean,
remaining, we had there's 1 send a message. There's 2 melees.
Wow.
No, there's
2
1
out of
melees remaining. There were
18.
2 out of 18 cards. 1 in 9
Yeah.
chance. Wow.
1 in 9.
Wow. Incredible.
I don't know what to say. I wonder if
Oh.
Santa needed. It's like, well played to Santa. He found
Yeah.
his only out, really, right? There's no other outs. His only out was a run for singles and R&D, and for the 1 in 9, and he found it. But sheesh. 8 unique accesses for 7 points. That's how Shaper
Yep.
does it.
Extremely well done. Well played by both players.
Well played.
Congrats to a fantastic run by Metrics Go. Really, really well done. And that will bring us to the finals of the tournament, where we are going to see. Let's take a look. It is
Here we
going to
go.
see the
I
Chonky
wanna see
Seal
S1 so bad.
versus
Oh.
Santa. Ooh, okay. So Santa needs to,
Okay.
if we want to see the ESA deck, which I do,
Yeah,
we're
Santa
going to
needs
have to
the
see
reset.
Santa win.
Oh,
So
I really wanted to see
yeah.
Essa.
Unfortunate.
I believe Chonky is on double twink, right?
Both Twinks
If
or
I'm not
just one?
mistaken. We're on just one actually. We're on twink shipping. This is deck list of the week. Twink shipping.
Okay, so it's just the.
Oh, actually, we're on off the
Let's
books.
see.
So instead of playing Let Them Dream, we're playing 2 off the books in favor of an extra Mav and an extra Powers. Yeah, this is one of the changes that Scrubs was discussing for the twin shipping deck.
Okay.
And we'll see if this pays off for Chunk. I mean, it clearly has, because we're in Grands, aren't we?
Yeah, no, it's in the grand finals.
Yeah, we're in
Let's see.
Grands.
Yeah, up against the mags we saw all the tools it has. I'm curious how well it can perform against this. I mean, getting an Azamat early on was definitely help a lot with this. So finding like a Muse or an SMC to do that would be really, really good.
Uh-huh.
I am curious about what sort of ice can this show off that you'll have to worry about. There's masks. There is a Stavka, but that's pretty deal-with-able. Kesselroyd, Event Horizon's going to be annoying. Envelopment. All of this is pretty just deal-with-able given what you have. This does also have the capability to do the funniest thing you can do, which is there is only one Hollow Man and there is only one Fut in these decks, and you can put those in a cup. You can put the boy in the cup, and that solves all your problems.
I am pretty familiar with this matchup. I have playtested this matchup very extensively. As Laura is one of my testing partner, and Laura's a Maggie player, and so we test this matchup significantly. It is, if you play perfectly as the Maggie, you can find this to be mildly Maggie favored. However, no one is Laura, and no one can play Maggie that perfectly. And I expect generically this is an op favored matchup.
Yep.
This is because Ob's win condition in this matchup is they can rush out the Maggie. First off, in the early game, Futs can really do a lot of damage to Maggie in the early game. And then once, this is kind of a requirement, Maggie must cup the Fut at some point in the matchup. This must happen for the matchup to be Maggie favored. Once that happens,
has to happen no matter what.
It has to happen no matter what.
Okay.
If it doesn't happen, it is not a Maggie winning game. Maggie is probably not winning that matchup. So this matchup, like, you are expected to cup the Fut. And once that happens, it's still not Maggie favored. The Ob has a lot of lines.
Cupulation, of course. Cupulation. Hang on. How do you spell cupulation? Cupulation, there it is. So cupulation, of course, this is a card. You can put one card into it, and normally you use this to then sweep the hand, which is really a very, very powerful thing. Very, very good to do. However, in this specific matchup, to explain this interaction, the most difficult card you are going to be playing against is the Fut, which causes you to take net damage. It causes you to be constantly having to deal with net damage for the course of the game. If this gets on the table, and it will, because you're playing against Ob, who can tutor it in so many ways, you have to get rid of it. You have to get rid of it permanently. Because if you don't get rid of it permanently, then it'll go into archives, and it'll just get shuffled back into the deck and then retutored for immediately. So you need to get rid of it permanently, and there is one way to get rid of it permanently, and that is to host the Fut onto the cup, and then just leave it there. Never get rid of it. He is stuck in his blue cup forever. We put the boy in a cup and we leave him there. That is the potential game plan, and was what almost is certainly needs to happen in this game.
Certainly needs to happen.
Game has not started yet, but yeah.
Now, and to explain it further, so post cup gameplay, the Ob wants to transition into a hostile focused game plan where we ice up the hostile, and then once that happens, it's very difficult for Maggie to contest the board after that point, and the Corp can sort of slowly win by just having a lot of money from the board, and then win out by scoring out with Hollow Man. And that's kind of the general game plan for Ob. Maggie has a lot of ways to play around Ob. Mainly, so first of all, as explained, she needs to cup the Fut. That needs to happen. And then once that happens, she needs to make sure to trash perfectly. She can occasionally tank hostiles damage. Usually she can't trash the hostile itself, but she can kind of trash assets around the hostile, taking 2 damage at a time. It's still very survivable for the Maggie, and she just has to be very careful about what she trash. And Ob is known to be a very eventually Ob runs out of spin doctors, and when Ob runs out of spin doctors, they run out of gas. And at that point, Maggie can feasibly control the board, trashing out all of the powers that be, potentially trashing out all the Svis. And at that point, and then trashing out all the Hollowmans. And at that point, Maggie has a pretty clear win from there.
All right. Well, you've heard the specific analysis of how this game could potentially go. Now we'll see if that actually happens. And
yeah, let's see how prepared Santa is for this matchup.
This is assuming both players are perfectly prepared and know exactly how to do things. Yeah.
I think if both players are unprepared for this matchup, Ob is favored. Ob doesn't really need to play around Maggie in any specific way. Maggie needs to play around Ob. So this is a very skill testing matchup for the runner specifically.
Here we go. All right, 2 cards down, immediately putting 2 ice into the server. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
What?
First turn on the board. There he is.
So actually,
very first turn.
Surprisingly, this is actually a sign of weakness from the Ob. You really don't want to see Fut this early. The first card you want to see is actually Regolith and not Fut. So this is actually a sign of weakness for Chonky Seal. But I expect server 1, the upgrade, to be Mavirus. Which can fetch a Regolith.
Yep, makes sense. Now, does Santa have the response? Any way to potentially clicking for a credit?
Running on the expect server 1 ice to be Maskey, which is the perfect ice.
I assume was taking a credit to be worried about a white. Was hoping it wasn't a white space, so you could just get in, but.
Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. It plays around a lot of things. And face checking here is actually really good from Santa. The only thing that really punishes you is Maskarovka, which we're seeing from Chonky.
Yeah. Pinhole, okay.
We're seeing Pinhole. I wonder if we touched the upgrade. I don't think we care about Fut yet.
Nope, going to trash the Fut.
The Fut.
You see the Fut and you're just immediately scared. Understandable.
I expect server 1 to be Mavirus, though. Yeah, see?
It's a Mavirus.
I think pinning the Fut there was wrong. Definitely should have been the upgrade.
Yeah. Because now, as soon as you get that Fut back into the deck with a Spin Doctor or anything like that, you're just immediately getting the Fut back in the thing. It does slow things down a little bit because you can. It does slow things down a little bit because you can potentially find your copulation to do this with, but we'll see.
Sure, but I kind of disagree. I think cupping or pinning the Fut there actually makes it easier for the Corp to protect the Regolith by putting it under the Maskarovka. The Fut just doesn't matter this early in the game just yet, but like the Regolith super does, right? So
now we're also Santa has not installed anything. Like definitely
seeing measured. Trashing measured is pretty good. It's pretty hard for the Corp to recur measured. We're not on Basalt Spire, and our Spin Doctors don't really want to recur measured generally.
Yeah.
It's also pretty good to try and poke HQ for singles against Twink shipping, because there's usually a lot of like really good targets. Like you could find Slab, you can find Azef, you could find Anthill, you can find Measure. These are all really good hits for you.
Has it?
Okay. For Spheing the
Rego, is perfect. Use that. Go and get
I expect to see a score
powers
here?
that be.
No score.
Will we see a score?
I wonder if Chonky has hostile here. I expect server 1 to. Well, I don't know what server 1 could be.
Powers that be. So you are now threatening a lot of stuff on the board. There's so many ways the Corp can do a lot of things, and the runner has installed almost nothing. Yeah.
So unfortunately, I think we're not on wall-to-wall, and that's why we fetched out a power set B. I only expect a power set B fetched if we're seeing a score almost immediately. Otherwise, it would have been a wall-to-wall, but there's no wall-to-wall, so...
Could be like an
But we also could have fetched a Tithe. I think one of the main reasons to fetch a powers here is to trash down the power so we can fetch a Spin Doctor. so that we can reshuffle the FUT, which is a really good thing to do.
Un-
But if we're gonna do that, I think we'd rather have a tithe instead of a powers.
Yeah, notably, Chad is pointing out that it was a huge misplay by Mags here by not having an illumination in the opening hand. That's obviously
True.
should have just
Oof.
had that. Yeah,
It's a one of, right?
Santa taking a lot of time to consider here. Smart thing to do. This is a very, very careful thing. Oh, it might have been.
Oh wait,
cut
we're
in
not
Santa's
we're
vision.
not on illumination.
Oh, it was just
chat.
cut. Never mind.
Clearly a misplay.
Huge misplay cutting illuminate. No, yeah.
Clearly huge misplay and click 0 cutting illumination.
We've seen a lot of money so far, so that's potentially good news. For Santa.
Yeah, so I think Santa is relatively okay. It just depends on what Chonky Seal has in hand and on board. Cards in hand,
What?
ask Chonky Seal. I don't think it's a serious question.
5, haha.
5.
Oh,
haha.
yeah, no, it's 5. For a moment, I was like, this has to mean something, but no.
No,
Alright,
we're not in table play.
Palangi, and then spec working the
Specking
Palangi.
Palangi.
Okay.
That's fine. We're not really happy to spec a Palangi.
Love to see Palangi. Spec work is...
Rising Tide.
Rising
We
Tide
might
will
go
get
check
you from
server
the
1.
max.
But this is very expensive.
Yeah, it does cost you.
But if this is an agenda, you're really, really happy doing
yeah,
this.
this is and there is a big signal that this is going to be an agenda.
What credit?
Additionally, you are 1 away from getting your environmental testing money. So like,
I think this could be anything. This could be Anthill. This could be Hostel. It
Hmm.
could certainly be agenda too. We don't really know.
Let's see.
But I think it's a good read. It's a good read that it's agenda
Breaking
when
it
we
with
have
1
powers
credit
on board.
left.
I think if this was an agenda though,
And
I would
now-
expect Chonky to put powers in server 1 and then whatever is in the server 1 in server 3 ice so that Santa can't like pre-install breakers.
Potentially.
We're considering we're giving the Corp 2 credits. And this makes sense. Corp is usually very rich in this matchup.
Will it be?
I knew it. It's a hostile. What did I tell
It's
you?
a hostile.
We did not have to rest a hostile here. I'm not really sure why we rest a hostile. We can't
Could
trash
be
it.
that Chonky Seal was considering the possibility of like, what if the pinhole, what if the simulship triggers and throws environmental testing? But there
Well-
isn't actually an opportunity to do that, I don't believe.
Well, Chonky can res in response to that, so that's not a possibility.
All right, Chonky drawing
All right.
twice.
Yeah, I think we're shifting to a hostile architecture game
I
plan
think
here,
both
which is
players
perfectly
might
fine.
not be having the. I think both players might
Yeah.
not be having the draws that they want here,
Yeah.
which unfortunately
Yeah.
I believe greatly favors, in my opinion, greatly favors Ob. Like,
Ob.
yeah.
You can kind of argue either way. The longer the game drags on, the better it is for the Maggie. But there's a common adage: when both players are rolling around the mud, it's the op who's favored. So okay, we got
People are always saying this. This is such a common adage.
It is such a common adage. So we're gonna see if we're gonna go cup the FUT here. We are not.
There's the copulation. We're going to instead draw with Varcation and probably install something else. Yeah, Maggie has gotten a lot of triggers that haven't happened.
Yeah.
We do have some money
Runner.
here, though. Curious what we'll see installed.
Yeah, Corb is unfortunately on a very slow game plan here. I'm assuming this is not what Ob wants to be drawing here. But we're on hollow,
Alright,
so we
there's
do have
leapfrog.
outs. Okay, lily pad.
The lily pad. I always call it leapfrog.
so-
I always will.
At any time Chonky Seal has a 3/2 in hand, he can see the Maskey, get a Hollow Man, score it off of, and just fast advance a Hollow Man.
Once again, we're not triggering Svi. We're not triggering anything. Just more
Okay.
installs. Let me zoom out a bit so we can see
We're
all
advancing the board
installs.
state though. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it feels slow for a deck like this, especially when you're going
Yeah.
up against like Maggie, which can go so fast. Maggie has seemed to just not have draw for a
Yeah.
lot of the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Maggie also threw
Yeah,
away a
we only
telework here, which I think is really smart because like you're not spending the time on that. That's just not worth it.
Yeah, I think that's totally reasonable. I mean, Lilypad came down now, and that's kind of where the draw is going to start coming in. Although we're very poor. Oh, and we had to spec work the
Spec
cup,
work
which
the
is
cup.
unfortunate.
I mean, you can potentially get it back
Yeah,
with a simul chip eventually, but that's rough. There goes your spot to put a boy.
the thing with spec work is that if you install something for 0 and then spec work it, it is actually slightly below rate. If that thing that you installed costs 1 credit, it is super below rate. So it suggests to me that Santa is not really getting what he wants here. Don't have
See, don't have
ATL. Oh
ATL.
man,
What's
if
ATL again?
we see ATL here, the game is probably over.
What's ATL?
Like straight up, above the law.
Yeah, above the law.
If server 4 is above the law, the game is like straight up over. Okay, we're just V is Masky, and we're definitely gonna get a Hollow Man here. Yep.
Okay, getting the Hollow Man. We're
Server
gonna score
4?
something out.
I think
What's
the
it gonna
game
be?
might be over, guys.
Hold on.
Okay,
No,
never mind. It's
four
not above the
counters,
law.
Okay.
Okay, it was probably an LTD.
Yep.
Oh, it's off the books.
Off the books. I mean, that'll
That's
let you
still
suture
good.
for something.
Yeah, Power's going to get a FUD out, which is great, because now we're forcing the runner to get back their cup.
That's a good point.
you're
People
very
pointed out
happy
you
about.
could really easily just have cupped the Sphegator before you sold it, which would have gotten
That's true.
rid
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. Which would have been a lot better.
It would have cost you 1 credit, and they're very low on credits,
Yeah.
but it would have helped a lot. Yeah.
Would have helped a lot.
Off the
I
book
agree.
does have
Crash
text,
cost by
yes.
3 credits. Off the book
And
has
there he
text.
is. And there, the boy is back. Much to all of our dismay.
Okay. He's back.
And this
he's probably
is
going to get cupped, but that doesn't really matter.
yeah, this
So
is
once
not-
Hollow Man is down and Hosto is down, the corpse just going to start scoring out blazingly fast here.
Yeah. This is a really, really bad place to be as the runner.
I'm a little surprised by double ice on Hollow Man. I actually, oh wow, we just installed an AZEP into server 4. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Just putting it there
that
and
makes
saying
sense
the
now.
runner
Double
can't
ice
get
makes
in.
sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brave move.
So Palangi should be able to get through.
Palangi could get in there, presumably, yeah.
Yeah.
But you are going to take the FUT stuff there, but I don't know if you care.
There is so there is a combination of ice that Palangi doesn't get through, and actually it's Event Horizon. Palangi won't deal with Event Horizon very well. I mean, it'll be able to break Event Horizon, but it won't be able to break the incoming Afshar. So
also notably,
hopefully,
also
Chonky has
notably,
Afshar in the deck.
Santa does not have any money right now. 4 credits right now.
no
You
money.
do have the knickknack, which you could use to sell stuff, but it doesn't feel good.
We can always sell a lily pad. Haha, just
game.
kidding. Unless
Yeah, Seal has drip 3 from any card. Like it's Sphegator is so
yeah. Svi is a very good card. It's a good enough card that I would advise people to ice up Svi in certain matchups. Like if Maggie puts down Azamat, I would advise the corp to ice up the Svi.
Santa considering all options.
Yeah, and
we don't know what's in hand, and that's probably a huge deal here.
And like I said, it's extremely skill testing for the Maggie, and you expect perfect play from the Maggie in order for the Maggie to beat the Ob. And so far, I think we're seeing little mistakes pointed out from chat. There are very small mistakes, but against a deck as tempo as Ob is, these mistakes are going to add up, and we're starting to see that the runner is slipping behind here.
Yeah. This
Santa's
game is
going
in
to have
fact
a very hard
untimed.
time
Yes,
this
we're
turn.
still going to try and get it done regularly quick, but yeah.
But we should never underestimate the power of Maggie's economic reach.
Yeah.
This deck can really generate economy just out of nowhere.
Mhm.
But of course, it's very draw dependent, right? So
There's a lot of things you can potentially do, and there are 6 cards in hand. Like, we know there are 6 cards in hand. The biggest thing for me that's interesting
yeah.
is there is the FUT on the board right now, so if you have a way into that server, you lose 2 cards. You also don't get your install from the thing. I don't know. Yeah. Someone pointed out you could go yoink hostile with a cup and then trash the FUT, which would be which is an interesting play, but like
That
yeah.
would be fine. Yeah. I think that we kind of res this hostel a little bit prematurely. There hasn't been any opportunity. Um, we haven't. The runner hasn't threatened to trash anything yet, and we could cup the hostel without the hostel ever firing, and that would be good. Although, of course, this like the cup is a very important card in this matchup in order to kind of seal away the FUT, and using it on hostile, right? Like you certainly can, and it's certainly good sometimes.
Well, more importantly,
But
it lets you get rid
the
of the
cup is very
hostile
taxed.
it lets you get rid of the
Yeah.
hostile without taking any damage and without spending any money.
Mm-hmm.
It's using it more as basically a cheap weird gourmand than anything else, which isn't the worst play. Like
Yeah.
it's an interesting thing.
It's not too bad. And it turns off hostile text, which is really important, right?
Yeah. You are going to lose whatever's in server 4 though, almost certainly.
Yep. AZF score here, very scary. FUT's taking up powers is on the board.
Starting with
I
Ritual.
expect Santa to want to try and contest server 4.
Taking
but it's
a credit?
so difficult. Yeah, taking a credit.
Sure, gamble.
Gamble?
Okay,
we're take a turn off.
Just
But
going
that
for
means
money.
that we're letting Chonky
we're letting
score
this
out
happen.
this
We're
server
letting
4.
FUT fire. We're letting all of this happen.
Yep.
That's really scary.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's very rough, but sometimes it's what you gotta do.
Coalescence. That's more money. This is
That's
a
good.
lot of money, which does help a lot. But also,
Yeah.
let's see how bad what happens next is.
So we don't really have a good trash target for the AZF, so I expect to just like trash a random face down card.
Or a piece of ice. Probably
Yeah,
not
or a
using
piece of
the excavator here. There's nothing to really. Don't need the money and don't have anything to do with. Nope, you're going to use it just
Trashing
for the
powers
money.
ice?
Just for the money.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't love trading your cards, like, but we just need money, right? Because we're gonna spend a lot here to score this AZF. There's
That's cool.
some lines here where we can trash the powers. No, we can't trash powers. What the hell am I talking about? I think we just have to trash a random or just a face down card here.
Yeah.
The thing with Spheeing a card like this is that it kind of grinds down your own board.
Yeah.
Um,
And you really need to protect that server 4 because you need to make sure that the runner can't get in and stop the hollow. Those
Hit me,
also
says
very
Santa.
notably this is putting the corp on measured tier. So
Yep,
you
we're
are
on to
now
4 now, which is really
extremely
good.
in danger.
We trashed the hostel to get an event horizon. Build a very large
Oh.
scoring remote here. Wow.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
see how you get in here. Losing an echelon and a pinhole. Oh, that pinhole could have been really good.
Yeah, to trash a Hollow Man, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Hostile
we're
gone.
trashing the hostel though. We're saying that we're gonna let the runner trash out this board, I expect. I expect FUT to go and I expect powers to go. But it's a lot of money for the runner.
Yeah. And
But the runner here has
unless
2
you-
incoming and then 9 more incoming, so
2 cards in that
Mav.
server. Wow.
wow.
Whew.
That is probably Mav
This is brutal.
plus. So the Mav makes it really, really hard for runner to contest server 4 here because a lot of their contest power relies on Palangi, and we're just not gonna get that.
Yep.
I also expect server 5 to be a spin doctor, actually. It's been around for long enough that it could just be a spin doctor. And if it's a Spin Doctor, even if we pinhole the Hollow Man, Spin Doctor can immediately spin back the Hollow Man, and then Mavirus can fetch it back immediately.
There is still, as said, the really funny play of getting the okay, going to crash the trashing the FUT. Now that we can.
This makes perfect sense. We trash down. Okay, we trash Cole. So this makes sense. I expect server 4 to be another Azaf or just like a 2-pointer. And we're on a turbo scoring game plan here. I really don't think the runner can contest server 4 here, no matter what happens.
This runner is not running Finality. This runner is running Deep Dive, and that's it. Yeah. And now you could presumably do some Deep Dive, but that's not going to be enough because you're only seeing 2.
It's not enough, yeah. Can only get 4 points off of a Deep Dive.
You also are in danger. You also do have to be considering measured at all times here. Now.
Yep. Yeah. And the only way to crack server 4, I think, is you need to begin with a Hush. That seems very hard, though.
I feel like you could potentially. I mean, we've seen 1 pinhole. I believe the deck is running 2 pinholes.
But what does pinhole do here, right? I'm not sure it does anything.
Pinhole. You simulchip during this to get the cup back. You put the Hollow Man on a cup. You keep it there forever.
But the Corp can just score whatever agenda was 3 clicks. The Hollow Man is just accessory.
At that point, you just gosh, drawing up full draw with the Hollow Man and cards in there. That's rough. Here we go. Getting a Muse. Maybe we'll see something. Bring back the cup!
Action from Santa.
Another coalescence for more money. Yeah.
Yeah, well. I mean, we didn't run anyway, so we don't get...
Mavirus.
Okay, so it's Math
and then we're probably going to see
a...
I assume we're going to see a Spin Doctor here.
I expect a Rego.
Yeah, Rego. I thought we would see the Mavirus go and fetch a... Oh, no, wait, you can't, because FUT is 1 or 2?
1.
1, yeah.
Okay,
so I thought
Kimberlite,
you would say,
maybe? Or another off the books? Okay.
Off the books, too?
And then last click can just be clicking the Rego.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure I care about the extra counter on off the books. I probably would just not waste it and just click the Rego twice instead. So now the runner or the Corp wins on green mail. So
install a card from archives. We don't know what that card is.
Don't know what that is.
It's not FUT.
It is...
We know that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not FUT. It's probably not hostile.
Oh, putting a green mail into that server. Okay.
You fetch a green mail. Okay.
So you now have to contest that server or you lose the game.
Yeah. Okay. It's a very secure server. I also wonder if we just put the green mail in hand, but I think it's probably less secure in hand because of cup.
Yeah.
So server 4 makes sense. So.
And I mean, if the runner runs on that server, they're spending all their resources to get into server 4, and then you just kill them or such. Yeah. I do think it's very.
I agree with
there
this
is an odd. There's an odd play here. My personal hope for a play here is click 1, run on HQ. Immediately go fetch a Deep Dive, or no, go fetch the Pikachu. Put it on what's on HQ. Break it because it's a barrier. Get in. Run R&D. Run archives. See 2 agendas, and then Deep Dive for the other 2.
Lose.
Yeah, no, Deep Dive for the other 2 agendas.
Oh.
That's my thought.
Yeah, it needs to be a barrier.
It would need to be a barrier. You would have to see 2 agendas while accessing random cards.
Well, so we can run R&D cup. Actually, I guess we can't cup if we're gonna chip back a Pisha cell. Pisha has to be okay. Pisha comes from Muse too, so we'd have to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could see it. Long shot,
it would be
but
really
maybe
funny.
That's what you have to do.
That's my dream. You would have to have a Deep Dive in hand though, which who knows.
At this point, drawing through half your deck probably has a Deep Dive, and it might be your only outs. Well, I don't think we can do that anymore, but we're probably gonna contest server 4 here.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Would we hush here? Maybe
You can
it's
win off deep dive if you see
echelon,
enough agendas from HQ and R&D, though. That's the thing. Another
second
simul
ship.
chip. So this will get you in, but I mean,
Yeah, a lot of reasons. But we are really rich, right? 19 credits.
that's true. You can just avoid the measured
Um,
response potentially. But like, how do you avoid? I guess you trash the Hollow Man here. Trash the Hollow Man. Trash the other stuff. It'll get searched back though, because well,
yeah,
is there anything on the field that costs 3?
not right now.
Presumably, whatever
But
ice
server
find,
4
yeah.
might have. So I think I expect something like hush the event horizon, knickknack trash the muse, chip back the muse. Or actually, well, knickknack trash muse, chip back muse, get a hush on event horizon, SMC get, say, echelon. Could
Echelon's
be
in the
a
bin right
potential.
now, I believe.
Or
Yeah, Echelon is in the
revolver is
bin.
fine. Revolver is actually better. And to hedge against Stafka. And then the corpse shouldn't be able to res more than 3 credit worth of. Shouldn't be
Right.
able to res anything more than that. So yeah, I think we should have more than enough to breach this server. Because if it has to be Afshar to really force an extra breaker out of the runner here.
Yeah, that actually, someone pointing out that, no, that the runner not taking back a draw, taking back the simul chip break. Yeah, people were thinking that it took back the SMC to give it. No, just taking back the simul chip. It's fine.
Oh, hush from
there's
hand.
the hush.
There you go.
Hush from hand. Okay. So now we go for it.
Yeah, we go for it. We run trash muse. We trash daily cast. Well, the problem with trashing daily cast is we don't have the muse in the bin.
Has
But
any
it's
program
fine,
been
I guess.
trashed yet? So you can just use the simul chip to
Oh, that's
flicker
true.
it. Yeah.
We might use the SMC first, though.
Also, might be considering what you're talking about right now, just what the knick-knack
Just
is.
the knick-knack. Oh, this might be a judge call.
No,
I
the
don't know
thing
if this
is,
is kosher.
I
Oh,
think
don't.
it's.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
draw
there's a
here.
draw
I
there.
don't
You
think I
definitely
would
can,
let
yeah.
a take back here. Chonky being very generous.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a draw.
But yeah, I as a judge here, I would not allow this take back because there's a draw.
I was gonna say that you could you're gonna draw either way because if you say you're gonna knick-knack something else, but
Okay.
it changes what you can SMC, it changes what you can
Yeah.
do otherwise. So yeah, it is.
Yep. Yeah, it
pretty
matters a
issue.
lot here.
Grabbing.
Okay, chip back echelon makes sense.
Chip back echelon. Okay.
And then simul chip should be able to find a unity and then break anything here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the server looks
So we can get
very
in.
breakable. Just wasted values, trashing muse. Yeah, a little, but I mean, you're making that value back from trashing the daily cast. It's fine. It's like 1 credit difference.
So that is a full suite. Hush, of course. Oh.
Oh dear.
Well,
this
that's
is fine though. I mean, we have an extra click to run.
Yeah, you can. You
so
have an extra
we're
click. You
good.
can do it twice. It does
Yeah,
mean you don't
and
have a
this
click to go and
Meta Horizon
trash
doesn't cost
the
anything.
Sphigator, which I feel like could be really important. But
Yeah, it could be very important
Yeah.
here.
if this is a 3, if this is a 3 cost ice, no, because you can't res it. You don't have the credits to
Can't
res
res
it.
it. Unless it's Makoto. No, you can't res it. Can't res it. None of the 2 cost ice matters here. White space doesn't matter here. So
Chonky down to 2 credits is actually an interesting thing here. That is a play that could potentially put you in a rough spot.
I think if I was Corp here, I would let the runner touch the green mail here.
Just not trash it?
And not waste Event Horizon.
I don't know. I don't know because the thing is,
I could see firing the Event Horizon
you're
just
saving-
to ensure that the Sphigy goes off. I think
Yeah,
that's fine.
you're saving Sphigator.
But
Okay,
either
letting
way-
breach. So you were right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Happening like
we're
that.
economically good because we have Rego. So now the runner has to choose between trashing the Sphi or trashing the Rego. So either way, we're okay.
That's a good point. Sphi is much scarier to me because you can do a lot more with it.
But yeah, this kind of goes to show the power of Maggie, right? Like, we didn't expect her to be able to get into server 4, but it's a lot. It always looks stronger than it really is. From the corpse, like,
Mhm.
you know, from the runner's perspective. If server age is an agenda, it's possible.
It could be. We don't know
Could
what's in
be.
server 8.
If it's an agenda,
If it's an agenda, then that's
would-
really awesome. That to just naked install an agenda like that. That would be so cool. Also, we could just no, because you could just lose to slash.
Yeah, we don't have
like,
quite enough
slash also
money.
loses.
Oh wow.
Run HQ.
Okay, we're gonna go run HQ. We're the
Interesting.
SMC Pisha here, I expect. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
We're digging.
Grabbing a Pikachu.
This looks like a great plan to me.
Finding it measured. Okay.
Trash,
Trash that. That's pretty great.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay.
Running again.
We're gonna pick up the Pisha.
Yeah.
2-piece the rules.
Finding
Another
the other
measure.
Oh,
So that's
wow. Okay.
3 measure down. So now Maggie can just stop playing around measured for the rest of the game.
That's all of them.
So that sucks for Chonky. This actually is terrible. Terrible news.
You can shuffle it back with Spin
Chonky.
Doctor, but like you need that Spin Doctor.
Yeah, that's
so
Yeah, that
good.
sucks.
Wow.
Yikes. Ooh, you hate to see that. Well, so Chonky is not out of the game because Greenmail wins. Greenmail from hand wins.
Literally just
right?
a green mail from hand wins. Or there's a
Yeah.
number of other options that could potentially do it. I wonder.
So
if,
now,
I wonder if here
corpse-
you use the spin and then just
Antil. Okay.
trash the Antil. I wonder if here you use the spin before your turn begins and then trash the powers that be to go get another spin, just to draw in hopes you get the green mail.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Powers is pretty damn useless at this point, so it's a pretty good speed target.
Yep.
We're spinning back to
Makes sense.
measured. Makes sense. Because we can threaten double measure here. No, we
Yeah.
can't. We can't threaten double measure here. We don't have enough money.
Yeah, you do not have enough money. There's no way to get enough money, I don't believe. Doing it. Okay, here we go. So Svigator
Okay.
searching for a spin, just like I said. Now,
Yep,
if
and we
this
might get a
gets
green
a way
mail.
to win the game, a green mail wins the game, or a 3-2 plus a slash and burn. If there's any 3-2s,
Yep, that
remember.
also
Yeah, there's
wins.
Azef also wins the game. A lot of options.
This still
here.
looks very corp favored. I mean, a single green mail wins the game. Slab plus 3-2 wins the game. It's just and eventually the corp's going to have ways to fetch back the Hollow Man and threaten more 3-2 win conditions. I think this is just extremely corp favored.
It's
Not extremely, but it is corp favored.
It is very corp favored. I do think that the Maggie has shown that there are ways to come back here. There are ways to do things.
Yeah,
we're
for
gonna have
sure.
to see more. Like,
Yeah,
definitely
we
going to
need
need
to
to
see a lot more.
some more stuff coming. Especially because now there's a card in server 4, you don't know what it is. That could be the game-winning agenda. This is the point where you have to start saying, okay, a lot of this stuff could be the game-winning agenda, but if I contest it, I lose. So where do I contest that can still give me a win if I contest and it doesn't fail for me? Sure,
Yeah,
gamble.
so the corp has tons of ways to win. Runner is on very tight margins here, especially when we just respin back 2 measures. The
Me
corp's
going
game
back
plan
in for
now
more.
is they just have to button up centrals. Just
Yeah.
making if you make the dive a nightmare, the runner is never going to be able to win. If we make taking singles a nightmare, it's going to take a very long time for the runner to win. They'll run out of money eventually. Well, actually, that's not true. This deck can have a lot of gas, but you do just want to put a lot of resistance for the runner as
Blowing
much
up
as you can.
Lilypad again.
We're blowing up Lilypad. We're rage shooting ourselves today.
Oh gosh.
I guess it's something that I would do if I expect the game to end in 2 turns, but the runner needs a lot more gas here to win with the Lilypad.
Mhm.
So I'm a little bit surprised by that.
I
Yeah,
personally
we might
would-
have to run server 4 every single turn.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary out here.
And that's 4 credits per turn. And now we find out what this other ice is, presumably. It's gonna be...
Stop got potential. Oh, we're
It's the 3rd event horizon!
the 3rd event horizon.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
my
not really sure this
gosh.
accomplishes much, but it's
It's
very
really
funny.
funny. It's really funny is the thing. It's beautiful.
It's very
I get to
funny.
click the event horizon button. I get to keep clicking this button over and over. Oh wait, hold on, wrong one. Wrong one. Hang on, let me
2
fix
credits.
that. Yeah. Let me fix that.
can fetch a Maskey, so it taxes out the runner by a lot. I mean, this server costs 6 to run already, you know? We're reshuffling Hollow Man
Hollow Man and
Unseen.
something else.
What are
and
we
then
fetching? Afshar. Oh, wow.
Afshar. Putting Afshar on the server. I mean,
Well,
that's
yeah, Afshar forces out a breaker here. We were
yeah.
greedy and we spent our SMC on not a Unity, right? So now we're getting punished for it. Potentially. We'll see.
I'm not sure you can
We'll
get
see
in
how that
here
goes.
with Afshar. Like, I mean, you don't
Yeah,
have you don't have a
yeah.
Unity. You don't have a good way to get back in. This just
Yeah,
ends
this
you.
might very well be the game-winning agenda. Very well played by Chonky Seal.
You know what that means it's time for?
Because
It's time for singles
winner's
off
interview?
centrals. It's time for singles off
Okay.
centrals again.
I see. Might be it. But with 2 clicks, I don't think we can win.
2 clicks and a Pikachu.
And Pisha selling, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
2 clicks in a dream, baby.
Santa is considering
Pisha is in
presumably Santa's
hand, so
considering how to do it. If that's as if it's the game. If it's any agenda that you can score out quickly, that's
yeah,
the game.
it's any
In fact,
agenda.
if it's actually no, if it's any agenda at all, it's the game. Actually,
Slab. Technically,
yeah,
Slab
because
doesn't win.
no, hold on. No, literally any agenda wins because Hollow Man's
Oh,
back in the
because you
deck.
can speed the
Yeah.
Afshar. Yeah,
You can
yeah.
speed the Afshar, you instantly win off that.
Yeah, true. Big
So
think from Santa.
at this point, I don't think there's much that Santa can do because even if you get in there, like,
Yeah.
I mean, even if you get in, you're gonna get the Afshar's gonna get speed.
Yeah, this kind of like really reminds me of Alco when Alco was like powerful. It was the sense of, yeah, technically with perfect play, the runner can win, but like who's gonna play perfectly against Alco, you know? No one. And Ob is like somehow even more complex than Alco. There's so many like threats here
Yeah.
at play that it's gonna break the runner's mind, right?
You could go trash this V. That is an option.
Last says I was spam ping NB Kelly
Alright.
if Santa wins with singles here.
Hear me out. Run on server 2. Cup. Go get the cup. Put the Svi into the cup. Run on
cup, run
HQ. Sweep HQ.
6
Pray
points.
that
Get
pray
6
that
points
you
off of HQ.
pray that you don't win off server 4. Pray that you don't lose off server 4. You prevent the Hollow Man and you just see what's in HQ and hopefully you see almost every card in HQ.
I could see that.
I'm half suggesting this as a joke, but half suggesting it like seriously. I do think it helps you at least
might be
get
the
to
only
a point.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be
Because
the only out.
I don't think you can do anything with the thing in server 4. I think it's just not possible.
Yeah. Yeah, cause like even if we produce a Unity here, this still costs 2 credits, or it's 6 credits overall, and then Event Horizon's gonna tax you a click and make you run again.
Running on
Still
R&D.
too much. Yep,
Not
we're doing it.
worked
Worst
last
game.
I mean,
Unfortunately, we don't have enough clicks for that this game.
yeah, you do.
So,
You really need to kill the Svi though here.
we could chip a Muse. So Chonky should ask for action here. In theory, we could chip Muse, get a Pisha, and then be able to run that server like 4 times.
Yeah,
I could see it.
I don't think
And
that's
then
the worst idea.
and then we'll
actually.
get to see it as a game.
I don't think that's the worst idea because then you can potentially you'll still have the click to go trash the Svi because I think you have to kill the Svi no matter what, basically. Because otherwise it's getting back a Hollow Man and you just lose. Oh my god.
Oh, stop, go.
Okay, so that's interesting. There is nothing you can do about that. That's yeah, there's nothing you can do about that.
This is so Jover.
That right there.
We can chip back SMC, get a revolver.
I guess. But why? Like you just lose then.
It's possible that the
Oh.
runner doesn't have enough. Or sorry, it's possible the corp doesn't have enough credits to score out.
Yeah, no, that's a
On
good
server
point. The
4?
corp does low on credits. If you kill the Svi
Yeah, we
here,
are
you
on
can potentially do
0.
that. Yeah. Now you can take
And in
out the
fact,
Svi.
in fact, I think the res here suggests that server 4 is not an agenda.
Yeah.
So I think Santa has a shot.
I think a lot of this is just like, is Santa going to like realize that there is a possibility here by going and killing the Svi?
We
Although
trashed the HUD.
we don't know what's in server 8. It could just be another Svi.
Yeah,
Okay.
certainly can
Go to get
be.
the Svi. Go take it out. You have to do it.
I'm so curious to see what server 4 is.
Do it. Yep, we're doing it.
Okay. We might
Okay.
also Rego advanced scores a green mail. If server 8's a speed, then it represents a lot
Yeah.
more.
If server 8's a Svi, I think that's just game. You Svi, you go kill the Afshar, you just take it. But yeah, this is a
I think like you just click down Rego, put a Tithe on R&D. Like that's perfectly
no
fine.
nothing. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Game's gonna continue. And then we'll put an ice on R&D, I
Clicking
think.
for credits. The game continues. Yep,
Yeah.
Ice on R&D.
It's a nightmare for the runner though. This is not very happy. Not very happy runner noises, I'll tell you what. Rego is so good. I know what that is, says Santa. I assume that Santa saw top of R&D.
Yes.
What could it be?
This is wild plays by both players. This has gotten so complicated. It's so funny that you started this game by saying like, okay, the one thing that needs to happen is it's a game that's either about FUT or it's about hostile architecture. Those are the two things, and neither of those have mattered.
Neither of those things
Neither of those have been important almost for the entire game.
Hey, like this is something I always say about this Twink Off is that you can get like a room full of players, a room full of like top table players playing this deck, and they'll argue endlessly about like they'll give you like 10 unique lines for each off games. There's so much agency
All right.
this deck can offer. That's one of the power of this deck. There's so much skill expression, in my opinion.
So are we gonna just trash this the normal way? Are we gonna spend all of our money to do this? Okay,
Yeah, we
Santa
are.
is now also broke.
Okay. Uh-huh.
What?
I'm
Okay.
curious about like what is Santa afraid of here? Like is Rego
mean,
pulling a FUT, but FUT's in the bin? Is Rego could pull a Tithe? I guess.
I guess. I don't know.
Sweet,
Why did we see this?
This was sweet the whole time. We're gonna get a hollow here.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Presumably.
Oh wait. No. We trashed a Stavka. Never mind.
Trash of Savga going and getting.
Wait,
an
is server
anthill.
4 in Magoda?
Oh my gosh!
Magota?
It was an upgrade the entire time. It was just bait.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Okay, so
I'm a little curious about the Stavka trash. Stavka seems like a pretty powerful ice in that spot.
especially because there is
Huh.
still the Pikachu in. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind.
Why? What's happening?
Oh, I think that. Oh yeah, no.
Let bullshit go.
I think
What?
Seal made a mistake there.
What?
I think Seal made a mistake and
Uh-huh.
thought that the anthill would trigger after installing it.
Yeah.
But I am baffled by this.
Oh
You've
no.
given a runner with a Pikachu in archives the chance to run R&D like 4 times. Like, this is the this is the
no.
chance. Mandatory was the
Yeah,
agenda. Oh,
this
Steel
is
top decked
Santa's
an agenda.
chance.
Do we know
Steel
that? Or
top
did we
decked
don't?
an agenda? But
We don't know that
oh,
for sure. Oh,
I
need the
guess
deck fan.
Seal put the Anthill in server 4, not just like because he wants it to stick around, but because
Okay.
he found an agenda off the top. He pushes it in server 4 immediately, thinking that the runner can't contest it, and like I don't think the runner can contest server 4, so seems pretty
Alright.
safe to me.
Well, here we go.
Alright. Pisha's still in hand, right? So
Yeah, Pikachu is still in hand. I guess we're gonna see what this is. We can get something to deal with it. Spin
Resident
Doctor,
Spin
Resing Spin Doctor.
Are we gonna envelopment?
Envelopment! That's
Oh
rough.
wow.
That's rough. Especially
Yep.
because
I mean, it's expensive for the corp, but they don't
Yeah.
need that much money to win, so it's fine.
it's gonna be 4 credits to break that.
4 credits and your entire propeller, and you're not rerunning. You're not actually. We're out of Event Horizon. Well, we can
Wait,
spin back the Event
Wait, hold
Horizon
on. No,
here.
that
Never mind.
would be really funny to go get the Hush and put it on this.
Can I fire Spin Doctor during encounter? Yes, I'm pretty sure.
You can, you just can't res it during. Okay.
Yeah, you just can't res it during encounter. It's a very weird rule, but smart play by Chonky to res it before. So in theory, if Santa breaks Envelopment, Spin Doctor spins back Event Horizon, and then Envelopment just replaces itself with Event Horizon, is what I expect to happen.
Yeah.
Even if Hush happens here, I mean, it's still the same deal. The envelopment gets to trash itself either way.
So.
But we're probably going to break. Santa's deciding whether to break the trash or not.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's 4 credits versus 5 credits. I mean, I think letting the envelopment trash is fine because the Event Horizon is not going to fire.
Yeah, I don't know though.
Just doesn't make any sense.
The problem is you need to find so many agendas to win. Like you need to find so much to win. You can't just find one.
Yeah.
The deck can get
we need to
back
find
an
at least
event
3
horizon.
agendas.
Chonky Seal saying, "I know in my soul I can lose
I
this."
can't lose this.
Yes,
Santa's done it
that's
before.
so true.
Santa's
though.
gonna do it again.
Yeah, but the problem is if it's a Pika, if it gets back an event horizon, you can't Pika the event horizon.
Chat's saying that potentially
Santa doesn't
Event
break
Horizon
trash.
can trash in order to just stop a deep dive. I don't think we're worried about deep dive here. I really don't think we're worried about deep dive specifically. Okay, Santa's thinking.
It is interesting though because you could potentially go for, if you see an agenda on R&D, you could go for a deep dive win, because all you have to do is Pikachu back onto this and break everything, run HQ, run archives, and then deep dive. And if you see an agenda in HQ or R&D, you could win with a deep dive like that. But it doesn't work. And the other thing about that, oh, that's really interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so in theory, we can.
The problem is you can't
in
do
theory,
that.
we can break all, get the Pisha, touch a 2-pointer, touch a 2-pointer in HQ, run archives, dive, and touch 2 more agendas. All of that needs to happen.
Can't because
the
Pikachu is in hand. It's not possible.
Oh right, it's in hand. L.
Oh gosh.
Okay, we're breaking, and we're not breaking the trash,
Letting it fire.
it appears.
See where this goes. Yeah, firing the trash.
Oh yeah. Cybershark pointed out Muse can
Muse
get
can get
Pika
Pika
from hand.
but
Yeah.
Muse, that costs a credit, right? It's 1 credit short. Because that would cost you 1 credit. Then
yeah.
you have exactly 1 credit too few. Shuffling Event Horizon, Record of Mining. Here comes the
Well,
Event Horizon.
if we don't trash, or if we let it trash, then we do have enough. Okay, one unseen is probably not an agenda.
Is it an agenda?
Doesn't look like it. We're thinking about trashing it, so it might be a measured.
I mean, if the measure doesn't matter. You know that you almost certainly know that there is an agenda in server 4. Like, you're sure of it.
Yeah. Chonky says there's one card that makes it sketchy for me. I wonder what he's talking about. I
Yeah.
wonder if that card would be cup. Because you can cup the Svi, run HQ sweep, and maybe it's a lot of points.
Maybe? I guess.
We don't know how many points in HQ, but it's very open. I expect there to be 0 points in HQ, though. I think if there were any points in HQ, it would be in server 4.
Yeah.
So. I knew it. It was measured. I was right. So only one measure left in deck. Not that I expect that to matter, but it's just another axis for Santa to play around. Just yet another card.
Running on archives.
Rediving.
Finding a virus.
We can chip back. Chip back a coal for money. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we're gonna do.
We're probably
I think this is just the I'm gonna show off that I have the deep dive in hand for fun. No, it's
never mind.
All right.
Okay,
there's
GG.
a second speed. This should be game.
There's no way it's not game. Yeah, it's just gonna fetch
Hollow Man, and that's game.
And we have our winner, folks.
Congratulations to Chonky Seal for winning with the Ob. I'm sad because we did not get to see the Asa on stream, but we'll have to talk about it if Chonky Seal is down. Let me
Well played.
Let me check if Chonky Seal is down for that. That was a fantastic game. Very, very wild game. Kept going back and forth. Glad to get to see it.
Another Scrubs W, everybody. We have a strong showing from Scrubs again in the top cut. I think we had like 6 players in the top cut that were Scrubs member. And Chonky Seal, of course, is a Scrubs member.
Find this. So let me see if we can get Chonky Seal into here. I'll try and get Chonky Seal into here so we can do a post-game winners interview. That was the grand finals. Chonky Seal was the top bracket, so that's it. That's the game. It's over.
GG.
Yeah. Chonky Seal has won American Continentals.
Yep. Is our American Online Cons winner.
Yep. Congratulations. Let me...
I got super nervous about ways I could somehow lose. Yeah. When you're ahead on board like this.
Well, all right. All right. Get that set up. Glad to have done this. That was a very, very fun finals. Really, really sick. Very cool to see. Congrats to Chonky Seal for winning. Congrats to Santa for second place. Amazing performance by both players. That was a wild game to see. Just really, really cool all the way around. I don't know. Sick to see. I love Netrunner. I came back, was hosting the tournament today. I was just like, oh right, I love Netrunner. It's so much fun. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. All right.
Jesus.
Congratulations on your win, Chunky Steel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Damn, I'm so happy.
It's a hard fought cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really like I had so much fun, and you
Yeah.
know, it did surprise, it did amaze me that I had to play Twink shipping into Big Mag 3 times, and like yesterday I played against it twice, got crushed both times, and like I go talk to the best testing group, Scrubs, obviously. Just say, is it a
Mhm.
skill issue? Am I just bad? Am I losing? And yeah, it turns out apparently
Yeah.
just push faster, just slower agenda. But
Yeah, have you thought about just winning?
yeah, I mean, off the books, search your
Oh, that looks
next
cool.
agenda. There's so much fun.
Yeah, that
Search
was cool.
green.
That was a cool line. Searching
Yeah,
for the
no.
green mail, pushing in the server. That was really cool. I didn't see that line at all.
It's such a cool deck.
It's a very cool
It's a
deck.
very, very cool
Congrats.
deck. Well done.
Thank you. Would
I
you like to
have
hear
to ask. Tell us about your Ace deck, because we didn't get to see that at all.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
wish we
sad that
got
we
to
missed
see
got
it.
in to see it.
Okay, so I think Stream caught the back. No, Stream didn't. Yeah, Stream did catch the back end of one of my games of just 7 core damage and 20 sabotage. But I can only give like total credit, or like 95% of credit to Prosthesis,
Mhm.
fellow scrub, who has been extensively working on face Essa.
Yeah.
It's just sabotage, have good breakers, be able to contest. And I'm just like, wow, Orb and Nebula both hate sabotage, huh? And, like, it's just so much fun to play. Like, I'm sad
Yeah,
to
seems
have
like
to
it's
ditch
well
an
positioned.
Arisana, but yeah, it felt really good. Interesting thing, this weekend, hang on, I just gotta do the maths. I have played 20 games of Netrunner because
Wow.
on
Gosh.
Saturday I went to a CTK.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
You did? Wait, like after
No, before.
Swiss? Before Swiss?
Before
Oh,
Swiss.
holy.
Yeah,
That's a
I
lot of
did.
Netrunner.
Yeah, I did a whole day of a whole CTK in Derby. Thank you to Matto No for running that. That was good fun. Finally got my playset of tattoo bowlers. Wow.
Nice.
And then got home, stumbled about for a bit, forgot to get paid tickets. My Lethe mat, no.
No,
You didn't get
so
the
sorry.
ticket?
You didn't get the ticket? Oh.
No.
Yeah, I messaged
Delisi.
I
No.
messaged Aksu at like 6
Can you
minutes
buy
after it was due.
retroactively? That's
I
so
don't know.
sad.
And
I hope they let you do that.
I'm so, oh well, I guess I'll just have the Worlds buy mailed to me, and I'll just frame it because I can't go to Worlds.
Oh
Damn.
no, the
Oh well.
Lethe playmat.
Oh well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was so tired. 4 a.m. I'm finishing up at no, it was more like 3:30. But you could tell I was getting loopy because I was this close to playing out round 10 into apparently a horrendous Essa matchup.
Oh really?
I
What
was
was
like,
it against?
it was against Athlicity's PD.
Oh,
Extremely
yeah.
cool deck.
No, that's definitely something. I don't know how Essa performs against the combo PD.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be quite good, but corporate hospitality,
Yeah.
letting you
Ooh,
pick up
yeah, that's
important cards.
Very different than the witch's version of Neurospike PD.
Yeah, I really like it. I played a bit of it, and the weird thing
Mhm.
is, I found that the deck, you have just too many cards in hand. You draw for turn, you corporate hospitality, add 3 cards.
Mhm. Yep.
Play top down solution, draw 2 more cards. I was like, I'm discarding for hand size.
The corpse milling themselves for you.
Mm. Uh,
Congrats on an amazing
was-
performance.
Yeah,
Thank
is there anything you'd like to plug?
I want to plug the Scrubs, full stop. All of them are excellent.
Yeah, Scrubs. Scrubs W.
Yeah, of course, big credit to Prothesis and all the brain geniuses behind Twink shipping. Two very Scrubs decks, two very
Yup.
fun decks that I will probably end up playing next week in EVA.
I'm so excited to play that SL list. I think I'm gonna start picking it up now. Now
Yeah,
that
it's really interesting. There were a lot of really cool lists in this cut. I mean, obviously there was a
Yeah.
ton of but there was also just some fascinatingly cool stuff.
I think there was a lot of creativity in this top cut, right? Like we see a lot of different archetypes here. We
Yeah.
see RH, we see PD, we see Leo, which is like something we never see, right? And we
At
saw
the
R
end,
plus too, didn't we?
Reality Plus, yes. Well done.
Yeah,
Williams.
yeah, it's super cool. We see Face Essa.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's the sweep.
Santa wanted to also join the call, so I was gonna let Santa join up too, if you're down to
Okay.
talk after defeating someone so thoroughly.
Yeah, I must say, like, even though it's Top Cut and everyone's like super locked in, I want to shout out uh, Metrics Go, because it was so much fun playing. Even though we're like playing to get into finals, we're just like shooting the shit playing Essa versus Leo. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed that game, and
That's so cool.
not just because I nearly milled him.
The sportsmanship, yeah, it's really cool. That's the thing I love most about Netrunner. Everybody's so chill and relaxed and just shooting the shit up in the top cut.
It's so
I just need
intense.
to shut my window. It's because midnight here, and I don't want to have a noise complaint.
Oh gosh.
Ah.
Well, congrats on finishing at midnight. You didn't have to stay up till 2 a.m. doing the run back. Even if we're all disappointed, we didn't get to see the SO on stream.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah. Oh, but well done. Well done. Yeah. Any specific things you're really happy you included in your decks? Thoughts, things that you thought were like really, really good, or just specific choices you made that you're proud of, or are like, well, this didn't work at all. I shouldn't have done this.
I really liked the changes I made to Twink shipping. The off the books felt really clutch when you're trying to rush. The extra powers, extra mav for security, but the Essa list. I mean, the one tech choice I made was playing an extra Rising Tide. You've already got Begamot, but sometimes you just need to break ping, right? And you don't want to spend 5. And it did come up. It was nice. But yeah, the triple botulus in this economy goes hard. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well done. All right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations
you.
on this. Yeah.
World
thank you very
5. Look at you.
Last question. Do you think that Svigator should be banned? Answer us now on the record. Nick, you don't have to answer. I'm mostly joking.
I'll have to be for real. Ob is like so good right now. SBT is not gonna let this fly.
I will say, of the 3 Ob War Crime cards, Svi, Extract, and Cyber Sand, I think Svi is objectively the most interesting, the most.
I
cool.
agree with that 100%. I think Svi makes Ob fun.
Yeah.
But equally, that the 3 Svis on my board were definitely keeping me in the game.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, we will see. I do wonder if it'll survive until Worlds.
It'll be interesting.
I think
to
that would
see.
be.
I think there's a lot of really interesting corp decks going on. There was an R plus that I really enjoyed, and there's a bunch of other stuff that I thought was really cool. Anything you played against that you're like, this was a really interesting build that I got to see?
I really like the Leo. Metrics is
Leo,
Leo
yeah.
with a Caveat Emptor.
I agree with that. That's really cool.
Who can forget Caveat Emptor? How did you get that extra click for deep?
How did you get that extra click? Oh, fuck me.
It was
Top
beautiful
10
to see.
Netrunner moment.
I've heard good things about the Muesli Hat decks, but I didn't get to see it in person. But
Hey, that Muesli Hot deck went undefeated in cut, technically.
hell yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, God, what else did I play against that was interesting? I just played so much like Ob and wow, no kidding, Ob meta. A lot of people on
All
Ob.
meta. What's your
Yeah.
record this weekend?
So 5-3 on Ob. Ob did
Mhm.
horrendously yesterday and fantastically
Oh, no.
today. And then 6 wins, 1 draw on Essa.
Ooh.
So
Essa was undefeated? Oh shit.
Essa undefeated.
Goated.
We got the title sorted.
Face.
Face.
That's so cool. Face.
Right, I'm gonna go to bed now because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
past midnight and let you have a
Alright,
chance.
have a good night.
we'll talk with
Congratulations on the win.
Talk to Santa for a
Yeah.
bit.
Have a lovely evening, all.
Yeah, thanks so
Ciao.
much.
Bye bye.
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 It's
Yeah.
Santa time.
We'll get Santa on here in just a second if we can. Let me see if that's still. Yeah, okay, we're good to do that. Great grand finals, though.
Cool.
That was very, very fun to watch. I cannot
That was
wait
very
to
exciting.
be done and shower and clean off because I've been a mess this weekend. But
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
love
been-
Netrunner. I just love talking about Netrunner
Right.
and seeing what's going on.
Same. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. Awesome.
Congrats on second place.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Chunky's so well. Well deserved
Yeah.
first. I'm happy with second.
Chonky played super well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you did too. You played to your outs
Yeah, you
Right,
in
thank
almost
you.
every matchup.
Yeah, that last game was kind of a little rough draw, but that happens.
Yeah.
But,
It's not a super Maggie favored matchup, right? So we just move on. We just say unfavored matchup, move on, you know? It's how it
no,
goes.
exactly. Yeah, no, Chunky knocked me down into the like losers bracket with the same exact matchup. So
Oh,
I,
wow, yeah.
I knew
so
it was going
it's
to
the
be
Yeah.
rematch.
Oof.
Yeah, it was a double loss off of that.
Do you feel
So,
favored against the other side of the matchup versus Essa, anyways?
Against
It's definitely an
Essa,
interesting one.
yeah, I think specifically the list that I was looking at seemed like something that I would be able to deal with. If I remember right.
Yeah, because you're on Liu Bang.
Yeah, and like there definitely can be some things that get awkward, but I remember I think it was like the code gate breaker and like high strength pharaohs would be a bit rough. It was something that yeah, if we look
Yeah.
at
Definitely hard to mill up the corp if they have 54 cards, right? So,
yeah.
but on the other hand, you could say that the corp kind of milled themselves out for the
Yeah.
Essa. An interesting
No,
matchup for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would depend upon a lot of things. I feel like, especially in matchups that are close with the Nuvum, it really just depends upon how fast you draw the basalt and can kind of jam it. Because,
Yeah.
like, if you can get 2 ice on the basalt against any like breakers that are going to cost money, then you just jam the basalt behind there and you're good. So, yeah.
So what was your take on Big Mac? Everybody has their own take on Big Mac, right? And I see that you cut overclock, amongst other things, I assume. What were your deck building decisions when it comes to Big Mac?
Yeah, so I mean, I can talk about my deck building decisions. Complete thievery. I've stolen other people's lists. Neither of these are my own.
But, you know, everybody steals off of Pincel's list. Or Minstrel, sorry, Minstrel's list. So, is it Minstrel or Pinsel? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Minstrel.
But basically, for Cascadia is kind of the first tournament I really played in this year, mostly, to be honest. And I brought a runner there that I just was wanting to have fun with Deep Dive Lat. And then I ended up basically checking out Jai's Nuvum, and I was like, this thing seems great. It seems really good. And so I took that for Cascadia, and Nuvum did really good. Deep Dive Lat did not.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Lat
Yeah.
was Lat.
Yeah.
You You were 1 win away from making cut, right?
Yeah, I think I was 1 win away from making cut, but
Mhm.
Lat I think went 1-4 and
Ugh.
Nuven went 5-0. So
Oh,
it was a
you
bit of a
hate to see
difference.
it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ouch.
You hate to see it.
Um, but and then after that, I basically was like, I felt like there were two main kind of more standard decks that I was kind of interested in, which was either Lu or Big Mag. And I just tried the Big Mag that Wikinometry was on, and then also tried the like Lu that Kablushi was on. And I just
Mhm.
found like I think that Lu seems reasonable, but I felt like people might tech for it a bit more, and I felt like
Yeah.
the Big Mag just felt super comfortable.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
only thing
yeah,
I
yeah.
considered adjusting were the VRcations, but after deciding that I could just play them click one, I decided that they're good enough. So
It's a low. Yay.
yeah, like at least the worst case, I click one of them and
Mhm.
it's fine. But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
okay.
so
I don't I
that's
don't
my
hate
deck.
VRcation. If anyone can play VRcation, it's
Yeah.
Maggie, right?
Yeah,
You're so
no,
happy
I totally
discarding
agree.
cards.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's very happy discarding cards, and
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, it's also something that I think like after I started playing some more Mag, it's something that I was realizing like because you're big Mag, you also like have extra duplicates and other stuff or like things you don't want. So like overdrawing more than just like your one install card actually isn't that bad. Like you'll probably
Mhm,
have
mhm.
something else that you're fine discarding. So I think it's just getting over the hump of VRcation's gonna make it a little awkward, and then it's actually a good card. So for Mag,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I'm glad to see Maggie
yep.
doing well because I'm probably going to be trying to do an alt art of Maggie, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Ooh,
Now it won't suck. Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
she's really
Um,
cool.
I'm
nice.
glad to see.
Yeah, Mag's cool.
Glad to see.
Yeah,
Glad you did so well and things went so well.
yeah. Thanks.
Any
Yeah.
specific decks you really enjoyed seeing? Stuff that you were like, this was a really cool deck that I played against, or stuff that you really want to shout out?
Good question. I thought that Chunky's ob was super sick. I lost to it twice, and it was good, and they played it really well.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think that trying to think what else I ran into. I mean, there were some really cool, just like I feel like Nuvum ended up having way more exciting games. Like I think it was called on stream the like scoring out and doing the Mioshu. Like Mioshu is such a fun card. I
Yeah,
love Mioshu.
it's
Mioshu
so
is
smooth,
Mioshu's
that
so
deck.
so
cool.
fun. It's
Yeah,
so cool.
he was
So I
super
really
sick.
like yeah, I really like that. The one thing that I'm terrified of though with that Nuvum is Reprise in Muslihat. Um, that card terrifies me.
Yup, yup. Yeah, it's known to not be very good against Crim, right? Because, like, Reprise,
Yeah,
Hermes, and
yeah,
just
yeah,
your centrals is so weak compared to, like, your remote, right? And they just, like, sweep your
yeah.
centrals. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely weak.
No, for
But I
sure.
mean, but who cares, right? Who the hell plays criminals? So it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
There was a fair bit of
yeah.
criminal in this
No,
tournament.
Yeah, they're doing 3 this time, huh? So,
yeah.
pretty good
No,
showing for Crim. Or 4,
yeah.
actually.
Fair bit.
Yeah, in terms of like shout outs, shout out Montaboss, my team, which is great, and
Mhm.
Jai and Wiki for having lists that I just got to steal a card for card, and they were great. So um yeah, cool.
Yeah.
It's
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
it's fun. I love cons. Cons are great. So it's
Oh,
Yeah.
so fun.
I'm so glad. Oh,
Yeah. I do wish ICC was back though. I am really sad about that because I'm like I like after winning 2 of the games, I was like, oh, I'd qualify for ICC if it was a thing. Like, why isn't ICC here?
Oh. I
It's like that
Yeah,
was I
yeah.
think yeah, I think that was my favorite tournament in maybe like World is better because it's in person, but beyond
Uh-huh.
Worlds, like I think ICC was my favorite tournament, like
I'm
of
too
all.
young to know what ICC
Yeah.
is. So
It's okay. So ICC was super exciting. So
Yeah.
ICC is basically the Intercontinental Championship, which
Ooh.
is before when they only had 3
Mhm.
continental championships.
Yeah.
It was the top 5 from each continental, got to play
Oh.
in
Oh, that's sick.
ICC, and then also the previous winner from ICC got to play too. And
Ooh,
the
like a
really
circuit
exciting thing
breaker.
about that was, yeah, but it was like invite only, like top placements of the comps, and then
Yeah.
you started it out, and it was really interesting where you started from open lists to begin with.
Oh, I see.
And so you got to create like and bring whatever list you thought specifically for this like show match event would like make sense. So you got to see like really spicy odd decks sometimes. And
Mm.
then it ended up like each year it kind of played a little bit differently. One time they actually seeded the bracket. The first ICC that I played in,
Oh,
they just
wow.
did
They see.
everyone has 3 lives and just Swiss. And it was
Oh, that's like
ridiculous.
Ultimate Showdown we
Yeah.
had last year.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And so I know like Abraham with the Ultimate Showdown is like something that he's been doing, I think, in that like spirit of kind of the ICC, which I think is the closest thing and excited for. And now I'm like, maybe I need to try and get a invite there, which would be fun. So yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You going to
Awesome.
Worlds this
Thanks
year?
for having me on. Yeah, I will.
I'll see you
I was
there.
like, I
Hell yeah.
bought my ticket super late. They were sold out, and then like 2 days later, they opened up tickets, so I got one. Yep, I will be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool,
well,
cool.
I'll
Oh
see you
shit,
there.
I gotta plan my Worlds trip soon.
Yeah, I don't have flights or anything figured out. I need to figure all that out. I
Yeah.
was just like, let's get the
Flights
ticket, and
and
then we'll
hotel.
figure it out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oof.
I
There's some
just
stuff to
figured that
figure
out
out.
this week.
But
All right, well, I'll see you then.
nice.
It's a good time too.
Awesome. See you there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
thanks so
Cool,
much.
cool.
All right, that's
All right, congrats on
yeah,
second.
yeah, and
Get the
congrats.
Thank
second.
you.
You
Yeah.
did amazingly.
It's fun. All right. Yeah. Thanks.
See you around.
Thanks. Cool.
All
All right.
well, that's
see you around.
gonna.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Thanks for running the stream. It was
Yeah, of
awesome.
course.
I'm excited to. I always like going back and checking it out. So awesome. Cool. Bye.
All right, with that, I'm gonna sign us off. Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been the American Online Continentals. We've still got more Continentals coming. There should be one, I believe, every single weekend for the next few weekends. With between the online and then the in-person ones. I believe next week is the EMEA Continentals from the UK. Then we have the APAC Online Continentals, then the EMEA Online Continentals, and then finally the APAC in-person Continentals. And then after that, it's Worlds time. And then after that is the real event, which is the real event, which is off meta month, what everyone's really waiting for.
Yo, off meta month.
It's my favorite thing. But yeah,
This year we gotta try and push Astro, which is a singleton format.
Oh boy, you'll have to tell me about it.
Yeah.
For now, though, we'll see you around. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope we'll have a VOD of this up pretty soon. That isn't just the normal one. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. If there's anything you liked or anything you enjoyed, yeah, let us know. So long.
See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.